What up? What up? Ozarks, the series discussion. We finally got all 4 seasons done. Now, we did have 2 parts of season 4. They tried to break that down on us, which Ozarks, Netflix, moving forward, you guys need to go on to dropping 1 episode a week. Yeah, it's good to binge watch an episode, but we rather have the anticipation of making it the next week. But anyway, let's get into it. I'm MoedotJ. This here is the Ozark season 4 finale live. I won't even say after show discussion because the show's been over. I just gave you guys a week to be able to watch all 7 of the episodes, but we're going to talk about the season finale, the series finale, and the overall whole series, just for the simple fact that we never got a chance to discuss it. When we did season 3, we had a small channel. Wasn't nobody really rocking with Mo back then, but we are here now. And that's all that matters. What's up, Kendall, Yolanda, Steven? We are here now in the finale, and it's over with. Hopefully, there's no spin-offs of this. We don't need any spin-offs. We don't need anything else with this. I mean, they did their thing. That's it. It's over with. No spin-offs. Ruth is gone, so we're not gonna see her again. Yeah. It ended how it needed to end it. The people that died, and that's all that matters to us. So this is going to be an Ozarks night / probably a free night, to be honest with you, because not many people on my channel actually watch the Ozarks. But that is okay. Miss Bradshaw in here. What up? OT in here. Yeah, RIP to the Godfather, the legend, Mr. Kevin Samuels. I was going to put a suit on tonight, but I was like, nah, I ain't about to go overboard like that. Bravo, you watching it on Twitch? I got to upgrade my Twitch because I'm doing it on StreamYard, so my YouTube is good. But if it's on Twitch, then it's probably going to be a little shaky. But thanks for the support, though. I'm going to try to get that together. But the Ozarks. Ruth went out. I would say Ruth went out like a G, but she really didn't. Ruth should have went out shooting. That's what happened with Ruth. So what did you guys think about the signs for each episode? Did y'all notice that when Ozarks first started that all the signs were going to show you like the significant parts throughout the series? Coder Ozark signs. I was trying my best to, figure out the signs for you all. Three is the only Langmore. Now, hopefully Rachel helps 3 get, get all the documentation and everything put in his name now. Because now, hell, he owns more of the Missouri Belle than anybody. Good old 3. He don't even know the first thing about being rich. And also, he got a dead body up under that swimming pool. What up, Neek? What up? I had a website that was going to show us all of that, but let me see. Who did y'all, out of the finale, were you guys expecting Ruth to get killed? Were you expecting her to go out like that? Camilla just coming up there and popping her one good time in the chest? I thought it was going to at least be a shootout. You would think that Ruth would be smart enough to know that when you seen that Escalade just sitting out front, the only people that riding around the Escalades in the Ozark, Camilla, Nelson, no one else has Escalades. All blacked out 2022 Escalades in the Ozark. You should already known it was about to be war. She showed up in the all white because she's supposed to be the angel. OT said I didn't notice until season 3. Yeah, so when this first came out, I was in Germany and I was like, damn, this show is actually pretty good. But I always knew the symbols meant something. That's why I tried to break them down at the beginning of each episode. And then come to find out, I could just go online and they tell you every single damn symbol. I'm like, damn, that would have easily made it. Some of them I'm looking at like, damn, I gotta try to figure out what these things are. But you can just go online and they tell you everything, man. The internet is a scary place. So if you're in school, there should be no reason you fail when you have Google. You can easily get on Google and find out any and everything. The urinal, a jacket, a bobcat, the crossroads. I'm like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? This is how they coming. And they had all these before the series even aired. I'm looking at it now, like, damn. I knew she was gonna die when she came in on episode 8 playing songs like Illmatic. Yeah, but Nas ain't dead. They could have gave us something. She could have been playing some Biggie if we were gonna think it was gonna be a death. I wonder how much money did she actually have coming from Darlene. I want to see if they got. Let me see something. Darlene Snell. No, we don't want the actress. How much? No, we don't want. We want to know what roughly were they making. The Snells had to have some bread. They had the most land in Missouri. Now I don't know if y'all ever been to Missouri, but Ozark, like, I mean, I'm from Kansas City, so the Ozark is right down the street. I mean, it's like it's a white person's getaway. You know what I'm saying? People are like, oh, we're going down to the Ozarks or Branson, Missouri. Yeah, we don't really go down there like that, but I'm assuming they had some bread though. If they had all this, the actor reported. See, I thought somebody was going to give us to like, you know what I'm saying, some movie. How much was Marty? Fans try to. Here we go. What's good, Kobe? Oh yeah, Nick, we got some good barbecue. You know what I'm saying? Go to Kansas, go into Gates. Gates barbecue is pretty damn good, but when you go in there, you low key disrespect. You go in there, hey, welcome to Gates. What do you want? Them niggas is yelling at you, and then ain't nothing but black people in there. Also, to work at Gates barbecue, you actually got to go to college. So when you go over there, you fill out the application. If they hire you, they send you off to barbecue school, and they teach you how to make everything that they got. You go in there, then you got like Jack Stacks. We got a lot of stuff in Kansas City. But I want to know how much money was Marty Byrde worth, and also how much did Ruth get from the Snells? They say crime doesn't pay, but characters in Ozarks in Ozark seem to pretty do well for themselves, don't they? We only 29 days away. The final batch, the thriller, meaning we'll soon find out whether Marty and his wife survive. Well, they did survive. Our boy Jonah stepped up to the plate, and you remember Jonah said he was gonna go legit until after high school. He didn't call the body before he even went to high school. Miss Bradshaw said, I had Jack Stacks. Yeah, Jack Stacks is good. You go in there, you order everything from Jack Stacks. My ocean wave. Yeah, I took the do-rag off. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get a haircut maybe next week. Maybe next Thursday we'll get a haircut. How rich is Marty Byrde? Estimated net worth. They wrote on Reddit in 2020. They had 8 million when they left Chicago, but that was to compensate for the money that was stolen from the business partner. They sold their house for 40,000. They washed 50 with a 30% fee. I'm bad at math. 30% of 50, 20. I mean, 50% is 25. So 25% is what? 13.5. So 30% is about 14, maybe 15. So that's 15 million. I don't know, man. I'd probably say Marty The Byrdes, they probably worth at least 10 mil. 10 mil. Kendall Jonah, he had to shoot male. Because if he shot the jar, that just means all the remains are going to be on the ground. And he said that the crematory was terrible. So there was still bone fragments in there. There were still bones. Basically, they didn't, burn it up good enough. So they should have did a double burn. Put it in there, took it out, threw it back in. But thanks, Savannah. Yeah, I got to cut up some rants. We got snowfall rants. We on this city rants. So we got like 8 more rants I got to cut up for y'all. We're going to have the little breakdowns. I never went live on Ozark just for the simple fact, like, my channel was smaller when the first season came out. Well, when the first part of season 4 came out, and I was real small when I started. I think I did season 2 and season 3 of Ozarks on my channel. But of course, back then I may have had like 400 or 500 subscribers, so wasn't nobody really tuning into my channel for no Ozark. But I was always hooked on it. So the foundation was worth 200 M's. Yeah, the foundation. But that's the thing, though, OT, especially with Wendy being in politics. The foundation, the Byrde Foundation, was worth 200 M, but they couldn't really do nothing with those funds, though. You know what I'm saying? Those funds are accounted for the foundation and go into like donations. So if they see that people are pulling off of it, that's gonna really look bad, especially with them owning a casino. But shit, still 200 million. I say I let 200 million, at least 150, 170 was probably like donations from big sponsors. Donnell, will I be reviewing Your Honor season 2? It's just as good as this show. See, that's the thing. I don't really, other than shows like this or Power, I try not to jump into a show that's already got a season or 2 seasons in, because I got to go back. I want to know some of the backstories to it before I, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I might look into it. But for me, Ozark, I've been to the Ozark before, so I was like, man, let me watch the show. And then, I mean, it turned out to be pretty damn good. The Kansas City mob, I mean, we do got a little mob up there. They ain't knocking those down like that. Kobe said, do a poll. Is the new Shy season going to be better than what it was last? I'll put one up. So I got the trailer. I haven't broke it down to actually, put up a video for it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been slacking this week. But the way it looked like it was going to be a more happier season 5 of the Shy. It's not going to be as dark. But we're going to see how that plays out, though. It looked like Keisha getting her groove on. You know how that go. Tiffany and Emmett, they messing up. Tiffany to come on over to me, messing with damn nigga with the what's that nigga? Iman Shumpert. Now let's get back to how much money is the Byrdes worth, though. Let me see. 3% of 50 million is 1.5. So yeah, that means 30 is 15. Plus whether they profited made from the Missouri bail. Well, the bail was the only thing making money. We know the Blue Cat was a waste of time. Rachel got ran up out of there. They fired our boy, what was his name? Thad, whatever his name was, the kid with the Down syndrome. They fired his ass. Lickety Splits definitely wasn't making nothing because Sam was in there going crazy and they were running over him. So other than the bail, they wasn't making no money except for burying people. Yeah, Tuck. I knew it was a T. My boy bought that gun for Jonah. Seemingly unscientific ranking of the wealthiest Ozark characters in July 2021. The Byrdes didn't even break the top 5. The couple fell behind Kansas City Mob, RIP to Frank, drug growers, the Snails, cartel leader Helen Pierce. Helen had a lot of bread. Businessman Charles Wilkes. Yeah, Wilkes had money. That's how he invested into the Bell. And of course, ain't no one had more money than Omar. Ain't no one giving us a ballpark figure of how much Marty is worth. If y'all had to choose, which family would y'all want to who would you rather work for? The Byrdes directly, the Snells, the Langmores, or Navarro and the cartel? Which one would you want to work for? And when I say work for the Langmores, I'm talking about you'd be up under Ruth. And if you work for the Byrdes, you'd be working up under Marty. So you'd be equivalent to what Ruth was. Play for keeps. What's good, brother? What's good, brother? And then also, you got to think, working in the cartel, even if you are at Javi's spot or even Camilla's spot, that's still very dangerous. You got to think about it because, hell, everybody in the cartel, they were going after each other. Camilla was going after her brother. Omar was going after his nephew and his sister. Dude, yeah, working for the Byrdes, it seems like it's the safest. But all you got to do is mess up one time, and working for the Byrdes is gonna be the worst. Hell, you had the sister Wendy set up her brother. Wendy had Ruth come at her dad. It's like, damn, really ain't no one you can trust here. But I'd probably take the Byrdes too. OT said none of the above. I'm saying you got to choose. You in the Ozark. You live in the Ozark. You the one black guy here. Because you remember we only had like 2 black people there. We had the one agent, and then we had Agent Miller. But I mean, she's not even from the Ozark. But you're that one person down there. You got to figure out something because one, they're gonna probably take your business. The Byrdes are ruthless when you really think about it. Wendy versus Tasha. Give me Wendy. Give me Wendy over Tasha. Darlene will poison you. Yeah, even with the Snells, you working with the Snells, they giving you up to the cartel just to get even. I see they got you over there working, Kendall, getting them about the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What do I rate part 2, the finale? I think they could have went a little bit harder. I was expecting way more when it came to killing Navarro. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like the transportation, well, when they were transporting them in the middle of the night, I was expecting more out of that. Like, I wanted a all out hit. I think they could have took more of the episode than just him hopping about. And then also the way Ruth died. The whole series, we never knew Ruth to be that weak. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I would wanted to see a shootout with Ruth or Ruth getting caught and terrorized a little bit. So overall, for part 2, I give it a 7.5 for part 2 for episode 8 through 14, like a 7.5. Just for the simple fact, seasons 1, 2, 3, we looking at like, damn, all right, when they give us this finale, we gonna be in it. We ready to go. What's up, Linda? What's up now? Ruth, yeah, Ruth was loyal. Ruth was loyal, and in the end, the reason it all happened to her that way is because she started to realize I need to start looking out for myself. I need to put myself in a situation, in the position that I can go ahead and move forward. Because I need to look out for my family. Because you remember, all she had left was her and 3. I know Kendall called me out. Kendall called me out in one of the comments talking about Ruth and Wyatt. They ain't brother and sister. They cousins. I'm like, I know that. But how close they were, I considered them brother and sister. And that's why I said People weren't watching my early videos. You know what I'm saying? They weren't watching the early videos when I said I consider them brother and sister. You know what I'm saying? I don't just be on here talking. I kind of know something. I kind of know something. Exactly, Kobe. The way Javi went out, Javi should have been more of a setup. Like, okay, they have him come in here, they have him sign some paperwork or something. But before he can take the paperwork and actually file it, that solidifies that he's getting all this stuff, then they could have popped him. But Ruth coming in there, that pretty much sealed her fate. Like, I do give him credit for allowing Ruth to come in there ruthless like that. But it should have been more. Just the whole cartel thing, especially with Marty going to Mexico. You would think the second half of the season, we'd have more going on. You know what I'm saying? Like Javi would last a little bit longer. And then we start seeing Camilla. Like Camilla legit just jumped in and went straight to the top. Like we X'd out Marty. Marty was down there for what, 1 episode, 2 episodes, filling out the books. And then Camilla just comes in and she goes straight to the top. It should have been more of Marty down in Mexico dealing with that. Then you could have had the disagreement between Ruth, Rachel, and Wendy going on in the States. Like the whole Wendy checking into the mental facility, that was stupid. That was a waste of time and pointless. It didn't have anything to do with the show. She just sitting in there. If you checked your ass in there, they're gonna check them medicines into that throat. Like you're not just about to be sitting in here just kicking it, sitting with your shoes off in the day room. No, you're not doing that. You check yourself into a mental hospital. They about to have your ass running through tests. So she just sitting in there. Oh, and then they check her out, and the next day, like only 2 days had passed from the time she checked in to the time she fake cried to the kids. Then they just let her out. She's in there crying to the kids. Oh, I'm kidding. I just brought Ben around because I was mad at your dad. And then they checked her out the hospital. And then they get into the wreck. I'm like, this ain't making no sense. Jason Bateman, I know you the director of this thing, but they must have been on your ass talking about you need to wrap this season up because a lot of it was just a waste of time. And we were thinking like, okay, she checked herself into the hospital. This man just said they got 154 patients with only 150 beds. She came in here with $40 and then talking about I'm gonna hurt somebody. I would have said, if you're gonna hurt somebody, I'm gonna call the police. We're gonna get the acting sheriff to come up here and handle your ass, Wendy. But she goes in here and now she acting like she a boss or something inside the mental facility. It's like, what the hell is going on here? They go up there, they check her right on out. They hop in the car, they start listening to some music. Marty just driving the car. Hey kids, we about to move to Chicago. This nigga, he driving the car. Who drives like this? It's not like you talking to little kids or infants or anything. He driving the car, he talking about, yeah, kids, we about to go back to Chicago. He talking about turned all the way around in the car and flipped the motherfucking van over. First of all, why are you going that fast in a fucking family minivan? Slow that thing down to 55. The truck came over, they in the wrong lane. They sure. The only way you flipping that van over, Marty had to be doing about 85 to 90 miles per hour in that damn minivan to flip that thing over like that. And then how the hell was Wendy on the roof when she had the seatbelt on? She would have stayed in the damn seat. I'm looking at this like, man, ain't no car wreck happen like that. Then on top of that, they in there, Wendy's like, oh. These niggas didn't even follow up with it. What did they do? They got up. Hey, we need a taxi. These niggas called a taxi to the house. 10 minutes later, ain't no one called the ambulance. Ain't none of the police show up to this car wreck. They just hopped in the ambulance. In a taxi and went back to the house like, oh, well, leave the van out there. I'm like, what the hell? And every time you look up, every episode, right when you see Wendy and you know Marty's about to come in the scene, you know Wendy's about to fuck up his day. He's like, all right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go with plan A because plan A is very efficient. We can do plan A and we can bring along B. Wendy says, the hell with plan A and B. We're going to plan E, F, and G, and we're going to go to Z after that. We're going to do whatever the fuck I want to do. And no later do we see her. 2 scenes after that. And that's how every episode was. They come up with a plan. Wendy has her own plan. The next scene, we see Wendy executing her plan. And then the next scene, we see Marty trying to fix everything she done fucked up. Because not one of her plans worked the way it's supposed to. They come back to the house, her and Camilla in the house drinking coffee. Marty's like, what the fuck is she doing here? Like, we trying to get Omar out of this. And this is even before the plan to set Omar up. I'm like, Wendy, stop it. Stop it. In the whole season, she's trying to look at Jonah and Charlotte like, oh, y'all messing up the family. Wendy, it was you messing up everything. Let Marty handle this. All of this nonsense was because of you. You over here lying to your dad. You got your daddy down here. You got your brother killed. When you think of all the drama, it was because of Wendy. Wendy did nothing that worked. Not one time did we say, damn, Wendy, that was a good ass plan. Wendy over here. Oh yeah, we good. Wendy, no. They at the house big kicking it. Every time you looked up, Wendy and Ruth, you can expect them to be terrorizing the city. These two, you looking at them, look at her. She's sitting in here. They talking about where Wendy at. Oh, well, you know, she's a little bit busy. She ain't busy. She ain't here. She was on the she was on the steps crying to her daddy, like, Daddy, no, don't do that. That nigga looked her in the eye and said, get your ass up. You making a fool of yourself. Every time. Every time. She out here looking all silly. Jonah, when we moved down here, Jonah was like 12 years old. This has only been like a year. Jonah, 34 years old now. They should have hurried this shit up. We shouldn't be waiting 3 or 4 years to be trying to finish up a season when it's the same school year. Jonah old enough to drive. Camilla down here running things. But yeah, overall, I give part 2 like a 7.5. I can't go to an 8 because it was just a lot of stuff that wasn't making sense. Just a lot of stuff that wasn't making sense. And then the whole, y'all know how I get. I bring up Google Maps. I be wanting y'all to know how long it really takes. Now, for motherfuckers, this would be getting up and driving from Ozark to Chicago back in the day. That's not happening. Ozarks to Chicago is about 7.5, 8 hours, 8.5 hours of getting gas. And then to turn your ass around, that's a full day. That's a full day. It ain't happening. Ruth rode up there, popped the nigga, and then rode back in the same night. That ain't happening. That ain't happening. Jonah and 3 had a growth spurt. Yeah, 3 got big as hell. It was like, hey, can I join you up here? Like, damn, 3. This we in 4 seasons. We got 2 parts of season 4. And I think you may have said maybe 3 whole sentences in the whole series. And they kept you around the longest. I know my boy, like, man, fuck that. I'm getting this Netflix check. Give me the minimum role and let me live for 4 seasons. Because you notice anyone that had a big role outside of our main characters, they all got popped. They all got popped. Wyatt had a big role. They got rid of Wyatt. Miller, she had a big role. They kind of phased her out. All we seen this season was her going on a date with dirty ass Mel and her telling Marty you're a criminal. Like, you didn't want that big of a role back in the other season. You wanted to take the role that 3 had. 3 made it all the way through, and in the end, 3 is the only one alive in the Langmore family. Low key, Wendy probably orchestrated the truck scene to get her kids back. Got to remember, she basically Darlene 2.0. Hey, CJ, you right about that. She did follow in Darlene's footsteps. She wasn't as ruthless as Darlene, but Wendy was petty when it came to getting back at people. So I will give her that though. I like that Wendy never gave up. She was always going to do whatever she could to, you know what I'm saying, get back at whoever, especially if you crossed her. The thoughts of Ruth getting her criminal records wiped, that's possible. You can definitely get that to go. And if you got money, then that makes it even easier. So a lot of her crimes, she was up under 18. And then once you see that she had a criminal background, especially for a little white girl, they're gonna easily like expunge it. Nothing was too serious. I think maybe the biggest thing she got was like a breaking and entering. But when you start putting that money in, it's gonna influence the judges. Hell, we just did a whole rant on We Own This City on fucking whatever Mosby, whatever her crooked ass name is, her and her bum ass husband. Hell, the commissioner, all the dirty cops. Yeah, getting a record expunged ain't really that bad though. Like you can easily go down there and you can get that even if you don't have a judge. Now the speed that they got this done, then that could potentially happen depending on how much money you're giving to the judge. And Wilkes has a lot of influence because you got to remember he's a big businessman in the Ozarks. So it could happen that fast. Now, I don't think the paperwork is going to come through. Like she could go ahead and say we're going to expunge your record, but it's not going to come through within what she had 3 days, 2 or 3 days. They had to get that done. But even without the money, you can go down there and file to try to get your record expunged. Of course, the best thing to do is like depending on the crimes that you committed, probably take like some type of anger management. There's different type of courses you can take that, once the court hears it, they may expunge a couple of the records, but the whole thing, you have to have some bread. Now, you see how they got in the door with Wilkes to even take this on. Rachel said that Ruth is about to be the owner of the most land in Ozark. Also, she's going to have a huge stake in the Missouri Belle. So that means she's going to have a lot of power and influence. So you want to work and get on that good side, especially elections coming up. If you're a judge, you want to have something passed. So I can see it happening, but 2 days, that's TV magic there. Who does Ruth think she is? Tariq St. Patrick? Tariq St. Patrick, the only nigga I know that can go to school, go to court for a murder case, get out of that, go back to school, get caught for drugs, and then get out of jail the next day. Ruth ain't on the level as Tariq St. Patrick yet. Ruth is not on the level of Tariq. And Tariq did all that without a car. Tariq did all that with a little bit of dope money. Ruth has big bank. All I do is get bang. N-words hating on me, but they change. Be real, is it Marty's fault for not taking care of the kid that knows Rachel? You talking about Tuck or no, it's not Marty's fault. That's not Marty's fault. You gotta think when Marty took over the Belle, let me see. When Marty took over the Belle, yeah, he said he was gonna look out for her, but he got fired. Wasn't nobody coming down to Blue Cat. I mean, yeah, he could have got him a job at the Missouri Belle, but we're involved with the cartel. The only reason we have this casino is because of the cartel. The less people you have, no disrespect to Tuck, the less people you have that are going to work at the Belle to fuck things up with the cartel, the better. Now you got Tuck over here. You see how easy it was for Jonah to convince Tuck to go in here right here on this scene and go in there and buy a gun? Do you want this nigga Tuck working when you're laundering $50 million? Do you want him in there walking around, running his mouth? May hear some stuff, you know what I'm saying? Ruth talking, you talking to Ruth, because a lot of these conversations that they were having were unrealistic. Where they just sit down on the dock, Rachel and Marty, she talk about, did you have the cartel come after me? Like, hey, keep your voice down. Like, none of these conversations will be held out in public like that. Marty knows better than this. So Tuck, it ain't Tuck's fault. And Rachel talking about you were supposed to take care of him. Rachel, Tuck is your homeboy. Tuck is the kid you know. Your ass went out to Miami. Why your ass ain't take him to Miami with you? It ain't my job to take care of this nigga. I bought your company because your fucking blue cat, whatever the hell it is going up under. I took that shit and flipped that thing. First thing you did was just like Uncle Leroy did. When that nigga got his check, he was gone. When she got up out of damn Ozark because she was on drugs, she was gone. She ain't think nothing about Tuck until she came back and she was in a better position. Why don't you take care of him? You Ruth the assistant. You helping Ruth get all this land. You helping Ruth get ownership of the Missouri Belle because of her cousin Wyatt. Why don't you help this nigga out? That ain't Marty's fault. Marty got real life shit to worry about. Marty got to worry about his family. Now, Tuck, he has Down syndrome, so I'm sure his family is getting a little bit of a check each month for that. Tuck was at the house on the swing. It wasn't like Tuck was hurting. What Tuck need money for? What Tuck about to drive somewhere? Tuck, where you about to hit the club or something? What you need some money for, Tuck? Just chill at the house. What has Tuck been doing since he got fired? Sitting at the house. You don't hear him talking about, man, I'm hurting for money. You didn't hear his mom talking about Tuck hurting for money. They were just like, Tuck ain't got no job. Hell, just last week, 13 million people quit their job, or I think it was 1.3 million people in America quit their job. So Tuck not having a job, that's all right. Plus, we in the Ozark. The cost of living ain't high in the Ozark. No, Marty wasn't wrong. Marty gave Tuck a job. The blue cat was going up under. I did what I was supposed to do. Come on, Tuck. Do y'all think Marty should have gave Tuck a job at the Belle, or would y'all kept him away from that? And I'm a rank of the season for you, CJ. CJ said 1, 3, 4, 2. Definitely season 1 was the best to me. Just because we got it and we like, damn, this is fresh right here. So season 1. I'll probably do 1, 3, 2, 4. 4 was all right to me. I definitely put it last, and they broke it down into 2 parts. So it's like we got all these extra episodes. We got all these extra episodes for season 4. So you think we're about to go out with a bang when we just went out like a casual mid-season finale on Power or something. It's like, okay, that was a cool show. You know what I'm saying? Who would I give best character development if there is one? I say Ruth. I say character development is probably Ruth. Ruth followed by Jonah. Jonah's right behind Ruth, but I definitely give Ruth. Ruth became a star from Ozark. So, and I think that goes hand in hand with her character development. Because you remember at the beginning, Ruth was just a, for our skin color, we call him a thug, but for them, Ruth was just trailer trash. Ruth was just trailer trash when it started off. So she actually started to learn the game. She started to figure out how to run business and do things like that. So, man, let me go ahead and just block whatever the hell this is that keep popping up. Yeah, Ruth is definitely, she had the best character development because when you look at everyone else, no one else really grew. Everyone was the same person. You look at Marty, from the time we met Marty to the end of the thing, Marty was always a businessman. Marty was always trying his best to take care of his family. The only promotion that Marty had was taking over the cartel, but Marty still ran the cartel the same way he carried himself the whole time. Wendy's always been selfish. From the first time we met her, she was having an affair. She going up there, she doing all kinds of nonsense. Wendy has always been selfish. She's never changed the person that she's being. Hell, she was lying to her kids. She got her brother killed. She lied to her father. She had Ruth go after her father. She had Camilla turn on her brother. She had the brother turn on Camilla. Well, not really turn on her, but Wendy's always been the same. Wendy's been about Wendy. Charlotte, same thing. Charlotte just always been a teenage girl. Now she matured a little bit, but there was no difference in Charlotte. At first, she resented the family, and then the only thing that changed for her was now I'm working directly with the family. You see what I'm saying? Like Charlotte never really changed; she just matured. So that's the only thing with her. Sam, his character, I won't say it was development because every season we got something different with Sam. Sam was, you know what I'm saying, first he was just a guy in the city, living with his mama trying to sell some shit. His mama, that's how I got hooked on the show. When I seen his mom get hit by that truck, I said, "Oh, this is a good show right here." But Sam, what was he living with his mama? So we always know he was a pushover, living with his mama. He had the gambling addiction when they brought him in to just launder some money. This nigga took out all of his money that was invested, was gambling with it. Then he was tricking off at the strip club. Then he was working at the strip club, getting ran over and talked bad to. So he never developed. Then he converted over to a Christian at the end. Who else do we have? Darlene. Darlene stayed the same. The only thing with Darlene, her character development is, you know what I'm saying, she got a little bit nasty in the end. When she started messing with Wyatt, let me tell you, that was one of the worst things I've seen on TV. Wyatt and Darlene is terrible. Now, I salute Wyatt for going through with that, but golly, they're going to have to up those episodes. Y'all want me to kiss Darlene? Yeah. Let's just say y'all giving me $15,000 an episode. Y'all going to have to up that to 50. Any episode I kiss Darlene or I got to get in the bed with Darlene, you got to give me a smooth 50. Smooth 50. And if y'all talking about 50 won't work, I negotiate. I do 40. I do 42, 42.5. Kiss Darlene. Hell, I kiss Darlene right now for 25,000. But if we talking about like right now, Darlene knocked on the door and they had a check for like 2,500. Pucker up, Darlene. This is gonna be the best kiss from a Negro you ever got. Come on in here, Darlene. Bring that sexy old ass in here. Let's go. Who else did we have? So Darlene didn't do any growth. Rachel, she went up and down. She went she was a druggie for a little bit. Yeah, so really it's just Jonah and Ruth. Both of them, they grew in front of our eyes. And if you think about it, they were both on the same path. Ruth was a little more grimy than our boy Jonah. But hell, after Jonah seen two of his best friends die, old man, and then Ben, you started to see him become cold. And that's why he latched on to Ruth a little bit more. One, to go against the family, but then him learning everything, and he still needed his father, even though he wanted to be independent. So I definitely give Ruth the most character development, and then Jonah right after. Look, y'all not gonna stop with me and Darlene got going on. I'm telling you. Who is it? It's me, Darlene. What you want? I want that kiss. You got that check? It's $3,700. Shit, come on in here, girl. Let me see something. Matter of fact, we about to turn the lickety splits into P Valley in this thing. We about to have Darlene in that thing doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? About to say, I really wanted to see what Jonah was going to become. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he did legit go to school. They could do like a Kendall said, I don't want to see that. Y'all not gonna see it. Darlene gonna come in here. We gonna close that door. We gonna go cover that up. And you know what I'm saying? Me and Darlene, y'all gonna be calling me Mo Snell. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking on the Snell last name. R.I.P. to Wyatt, but now it's Mo and Darlene Snell. Snail Mo. That's gonna be our name, Snail Mo. Cause she gonna take my last name, Snail Mo. But hell no, Darlene always looked dirty. Look for this, they gonna have to up that price for your boy. This right here, like on some real shit on screen, I gotta at least be making 10,000 an episode if I'm kissing Darlene, man. Like for real, for real. There's at least 10,000. This is like Walking Dead in real life. Oh, I was supposed to answer Mozzie. She said she wanted to see what Jonah was going to become. So that's the thing with Jonah. I don't know. With him killing, I'm gonna go ahead and say he killed Mel at the end of the episode. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only thing they could have done. I think for Jonah, I'm trying to see how we could explain Jonah. If he was to go back to Chicago and go to school, I definitely know he's not going to let anybody pick on him, but he's going to be smart. And I don't think that he would actually be able to leave like laundering money or coming up with something. Because you remember, even before he was laundering money, he was making accounts and he was setting stuff up. So I could see if he did have like a spinoff or something. Let's just say they did a Jonah spinoff, The Life and Times of Jonah Byrde. He'd be doing some kind of hustling at the school. He'd probably the same stuff. You know who he needs to work with? He needs to work directly with Tariq and old boy Braden. He'd have he'd have course correct up and running. I'm talking about they making some real money. Yeah, Jimmy, there's a lot that they left untold within the story. Like, all right, with Camilla kills Ruth. We got Ruth about the way. Now what we gonna do with the cartels? Because they all just signed a deal. Now the feds, they definitely gonna look into it a little bit because Ruth was the majority owner of the bail, so that's gonna bring in a lot of attention. And she just signed paperwork, unless they bring Rachel in to run the day-to-day operations for 3 until 3 is old enough to do it himself till he turns 18. But that still leaves Marty and Camilla. Marty and Wendy going up to Chicago. They still got to deal with Camilla and the cartel. We know the Navarro did. So it's a lot of stuff that's still out there. Because now that Mel is gone, no one knows where he's at. He never reported back to the Chicago PD. Miller's been talking to him, and she convinced him to have some integrity and do what's right. So she's definitely going to look into Marty and them because Marty is just another criminal. So it's a lot of stuff they just left out there. It was just like, in the show, who cares? So it was definitely a lot that they could have that they left out. And man, I don't know. Because of course it's gonna have Rachel asking questions. Rachel's going to know where's Ruth at, even though she's gonna see Ruth's body just sitting there. Camilla went out there by herself. Like, come on now, you're the head of the cartel and you're driving around the Ozark by yourself to go kill Ruth. Your security is still at the boat watching the birds. Come on, man, it doesn't even make no sense. And now Camilla just went from the innocent mother to I'm the baddest mother ever in Mexico. Like that, none of that adds up. Especially with Omar being dead, that news is going to get out. So the cartel is going to know that Omar is dead and Camilla isn't taking orders from him anymore. They're not going to really trust her. I mean, they got respect for her, but the whole plan was Camilla, you take over the cartel, and we'll just have it seem like Omar is still giving you the word from prison. So how's that going to work? When it's all over the radio that Omar tried to escape and he got popped. I don't know, man. I guess that's what happens when you end the season. Jason Bateman said, "The hell with that. I made my money off of this. I got my producer credits. This just, you know what I'm saying, catapulted me up into the A to the A to the A plus." Kobe said, I said on my review, Marty and Wendy wrong for not trying to butt into the conversation. Then when they was trying to get Claire to tell her about her brother. Well, I wouldn't have said nothing either. That conversation was really between Claire and Camilla. Like we didn't kill Javi. And Camilla talks all that, but Camilla knows she can't touch the birds. There's nothing that she could do to the birds that's going to allow her to continue on because that's where the deal came from. Now you remember her deal was only verbal. It was a verbal binding, which in reality, when it all came down to it and it came down to lock up the cartel, that verbal commitment is not going to mean anything in court because it's going to be the Fed's words versus her, and it's not going to work. The only thing is going to say that no, we didn't have a deal with the cartel. We had a deal with Marty to launder money for the cartel. Now we protected Marty and Ruth and them, but we didn't have nothing with the cartel. You see what I'm saying? Because they can easily say, yeah, we told Marty and them if they launder money through the bail for the cartel, they will be good. And all we're going to do is use this as evidence towards the cartel. And they're going to lock the cartel up because the Feds locking up the biggest cartel in the world. Oh, man, that's headlines. Everybody getting promoted. Hell, they bringing me in, and I'm just a janitor at the Feds. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the FBI building. They talking about shit. Everybody working here as of May 1st, 2021 will be getting a promotion. So I go from the janitor to head custodian duties. That's what I'd get. You know what I'm saying? Marty, I think the show wanted to say at the end there is no getting out. The cartel was always going to have someone in place to run it. That's true. That's definitely true. Because even if you took out the heads of the cartel, one of the lieutenants was just going to step up. Now, the cartel may not have been as big as the Navarro cartel, but it's always going to be somebody. And if not, the second biggest cartel is just going to step up and it's going to be the whole thing. Same thing we seen in Narcos. Once the Medellin cartel went down, we seen the two brothers up in what's the name? They took over, and the cycle just continues. And then El Chapo became the biggest in Mexico and became the biggest cartel. So it's just gonna keep continuing and continuing. Now, what they should have done, they should have had a whole season of Marty down. Like that would have been good. A whole season of Marty down in Mexico, like a Mexican season of Narcos. That would have been good. That's how they should have did. Like, that's what I was saying. For this whole thing, they should have had Marty down in Mexico, Wendy and the family up here, but primarily focus on Marty getting, you know what I'm saying, getting more involved with Javi and then bringing Camilla in. Because Camilla's storyline, it just went from mother to top dog. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no build up for her. It was just, she's here one day. We get a phone call from his mom. What happened to my son? And now she's next in line to run the cartel. It is not going to work like that in real life. But yeah, they say when you're in the dope game, man, it's like either dead or in jail. Unfortunately for Navarro, it was both. Marty said that's what I thought we were going to see, Marty in Mexico. Yeah, that would have been good, especially once we see Marty down there doing the books. That should have been in part 1 of season 4. He should have went down there at the beginning of season 4. They probably should have had Navarro locked up, had Marty go down there and start all this, and this would be him. Because you remember Marty and Wendy, they were down there. Season 4 started off after they killed Helen. That was the last thing we seen in season 3. Then we started off them down there, and that's when we get introduced to Javi. What should have happened was Marty stayed down there in Mexico. Wendy went back, and then Marty started to learn how the cartel was running from the inside. And then everything that he was checking these books, episode 3 or 4 of season 4, is when he should have started, you know what I'm saying, discovering that, hey, maybe this guy, you know what I'm saying, he's skimming some money off the top. And then we could have had a whole drawn out thing of trying to find out who's going behind the back within the cartel. And then when the hit came while Navarro was in prison, we wouldn't, of course, no one suspected Camilla at first, but then we could have seen, oh, he didn't do that. We had to watch Camilla. They could have inserted Camilla like episode 2, maybe episode 4, like that. So Camilla we would start seeing her storyline would build up instead of her just being a concerned mother. And then 2 episodes later, in charge of shit. But that's just me. That's just me thinking off the top of the dome. You know what I mean? Netflix, holla at me. I got some ideas. We can get this thing going. We can milk this thing. It wouldn't have been 4 seasons. We would have had at least 5. And I'm talking about 5 good ones. Because we could have easily spiced up season 4. Now I know the pandemic and everything slowed stuff down. So that's one thing we gotta bring into consideration with the season 4. This was all recorded during the pandemic. So that slows some stuff down, and they probably, you know what I'm saying, with all the rules and stuff, it's probably cutting back and some. So they probably made Netflix deleted scenes, you know what I'm saying, the director's cut. Let us see some of that. Let us see some of the scenes that didn't make it. We all willing to see something like that. Who's a better detective, Mel or Sachs? Mel hands down is better than Sachs. Mel did everything by the book. And Mel was just, unless old school Mel, Mr. Still the Mel, that Mel was horrible. Now he's probably good on his job. He probably worked at the Baltimore PD. That's why he was out there stealing cocaine from the evidence locker. But Mel, as a private investigator, he's hands down. He's way more advanced than Sachs. He's way more advanced than Sachs. Sachs, Mel had to go from Chicago to Ozark, go around the country looking for Helen. He also got the job and he was looking for Ben. He was investigating everybody. Sachs wasn't doing none of that. And Sachs was the feds. Sachs had access to everything. Mel had to get out there, hands, boots to the ground, and go do all the work himself. Sachs had help. Sachs would go over to other departments. And Sachs was losing cases. Sachs had all this information, all this help, and he was still losing. And at the end, Sachs got fired for being Sachs. Yes, he Kendall. No, Mel was 10 times ahead of where Sachs was. Hell, at the end, he found out about Ben, and that was because he kept applying pressure. Now it helped because he had 2 cases. He already had background information from the Helen case, trying to figure out where Ben was with the family and doing some deep diving. He went up there, talked to Helen's husband, and then the daughter, Erin, she talked about, Dad, just leave it alone. I wish I would go into the living room while my parents are talking to an investigator, telling my dad, hey, Dad, you need to leave that alone. Nigga, he is looking for his wife. Well, his ex-wife, because he's trying to get that divorce done. I'm about to, hey, investigator, come on in here because we need to get this divorce finalized ASAP. We need to get this done right now. Last I heard, Helen had a motherfucking mansion out in the Ozark, and she want alimony from me? She want alimony from me, and she got a mansion? I'm not paying for that shit out there. No, Mel, bring your ass in here. Matter of fact, the last time I called fucking, what was her name, Helen? Yeah, my ex, I called her here. She ain't answered. I sent 2 emails because I got the paperwork from my lawyer all written up and drawn up. I want this divorce over with ASAP. I just sent my daughter down there for like a couple months for the summer. She came back terrorized. Helen is a bad lady. I want her done. Mel said, okay. Did you know that she's with the cartel? I would have said, hold on. Can you repeat that again? Let me get this recording device out. Okay. Got this together. Matter of fact, this is serious business here. Okay, you said she was with the cartel because I need to bring this to the judge. I need all this information. She's with the cartel. Okay, so what exactly was she doing with the cartel? Oh, she worked directly with the head guy. Let me look up. You said Omar Navarro. You said, could you spell that for me? Okay. Omar Navarro, cartel, Helen. You said she's selling drugs, or she just with the cartel? We'll just say that she's selling drugs too. We just help that she's laundering drugs too, because that'll look better in the court case. Okay, we'll do that. Wait. You see how scared my daughter is? Erin, would you be able to take the stand and tell the judge exactly what you're telling me now, not to follow up on this? Because Did you know your mom's part of the cartel? Wait a minute, Mel. Let me talk to my daughter real quick. Erin, honey, sweetheart, you need to talk to me. If your mom was part of the cartel, you need to let me know this right now. No. All I did for this family was try to be a provider for you and your mother was with the cartel. I'm still paying off her student debts. Mel, you're gonna have to excuse me, man. I just hope my wife isn't dead. And then Mel's like, yeah, we're gonna find that out. I'm like, well, shit. All right. Look, we about to go into this court. We about to get this divorce. Look, I'm just gonna go to the judge and tell the judge, look, she's dealing with the cartel. Can you just go ahead? What's the word? When you just go? The judge just go ahead and allows the marriage to be dissolved. Yeah. That's what I want. I don't want no alimony. I want full custody of Erin because I ain't paying child support. I ain't doing none of that. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but whoever upstairs, that kid is getting an ass whooping. Damn, that little nigga was jumping around. That little nigga was upstairs. Let me take these off, man. You know what I'm saying? Them are prescription, y'all. Don't be thinking I'm out here trying to be stylish. Them are prescription. Oh, man. Yeah, Mel is definitely a better lawyer than, I mean, not a lawyer, but investigator than Sachs. Oh, man. She coming in there, Dad, just leave it alone. Like, this nigga is trying to finalize this divorce. Divorces are horrible, especially if you got someone like Helen that got, you know what I'm saying, some experience. That's why you gotta get that prenup. Fuck that. You ain't taking nothing from me, Helen Pierce. You fucking criminal, you. Yeah, Linda, the ending was rushed. It was just, I don't know. Like, it could have been one more episode, two more episodes to clean up what happened at the end. Ozark ended and explained. This is exactly what we talking about. Did the Netflix crime drama leave us hanging? Major spoiler warning. Hell, man. She'll poison you, Mo. Be careful. Man, listen. It's going to take more than a little bit of poison to take me out. I drank a top of bleach when I was like 8 and I survived. So it's going to take a little bit more than a little bit of poison to take me out. All right, let's see. And this outfit that they had Ruth in, terrible. What they say on in Living Color, hated it. Two snaps in a circle. Hated it. Oh man. Yeah, but this outfit that they had Ruth in, first of all, people, the sleeveless look, never go into a shootout with the sleeveless look because you got the right to bear arms. Not these arms, though. Ruth went out there. Are we gonna fucking do this? Got popped. Oh man, I'm sorry. But if Camilla's old ass would have came up to me with that shaky ass pistol, that pistol hard. Like, first of all, she had that thing with one hand. She wasn't Camilla did not have that upper body strength to hold that thing with one hand. I'm easily dodging that. As soon as she got up there, she'd have been standing in front of me. Your son Javi's a fucking murderer. I would have jumped behind that goddamn Cadillac so quick. She would have busted a shot and missed. I would have came around the side. Pow! Knocked Camilla old ass out. Hopped in the Escalade and drove back to the Missouri Belle with the body in the back. Like, hey, this your man's? Ruth over here. We're gonna fucking do this. Died right next to the pool where Nelson was buried. Where was 3 at during this whole thing? 3 just in the he looking outside the window, ain't come and help his cousin at all. 3 in that motherfucker behind the raggedy ass blinds looking through there. 3, get your ass out here. Get the gun, man. Shit. He probably on the roof crying in the sleeping bag. Oh, I miss you, Wyatt. Man, get your ass out here and help Ruth. You hear all this damn screaming. You knew when this Escalade pulled up that it was going to be some trouble. Your ass hiding. Get your ass out here, 3. When 3 head, you like, fuck that. I'm about to be the king of the Ozark. I'm about to take over everything. Everything is about to be in my name. Little did 3 know. Marty about to take over all that shit and then head back to Chicago. Either that or Rachel and put her name as a co-signer on something like I get half of everything. If I'm 3, I'm kicking out that door and bow. And then I'm going in the glove department of the motherfucking Escalade to see what they got in this motherfucker. Putting my license plates all up on that thing. This is my truck now, all right, kid? Kobe, but you got to understand, that's the acting sheriff. He was just a deputy. So, of course, he didn't know anything. And for him, you see how quick the sheriff changed up? That's because he realized Ruth and them was right. Wendy told him to stop acting like the sheriff and become the sheriff. So what he had to do was go along with whoever had the money. He knew that the Byrdes had big bread. And once he found out that Ruth was doing good, that's what she's like, are you just being good to me because, you know, I got the power influence for the election. So he can actually be elected to the sheriff. So at that point, he's really just playing that role to try to get that, you know, saying that promotion. You know what I'm saying? If you become the sheriff of the town, shit, I'm playing that role too. I'm being nice as hell to Ruth. Well, he definitely ain't about to get Ruth. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to push up on Ruth a little bit myself. I heard you running things around here, girl. We could be that big power couple, the sheriff and the woman that owned the Missouri Belle. Mm-hmm. Ruth Langy Mo. You know what I'm saying? Langmore, Ruth Langmore. Ooh, we might be that power couple of the Ozark. Call my mama, hey, my dad, y'all come on down here. You know what I'm saying? I got you know what I'm saying? I got a spot at the Lazy O, Bay on Lazy O. We got the casino, mama. I know you like hitting them slots. Come on now. Come on down here. We doing it. Mm-hmm. And then we're gonna go ahead and adopt little Zeke. Oh, we got the power couple, and we got a little white baby. So wherever I go somewhere with a little white baby, like, oh, he look just like you. And I'm like, nigga, really? First of all, I don't even deal with white women, but this white ass baby, you said it looked like me, nigga, really? That's it. On the ground, I'm the sheriff. That's it. Harassment. I'm arresting everybody around here. There's a new sheriff in town. His name is fucking Mo. They're like, damn, this nigga Mo is a bad mofo. Shut your mouth. And on all my lunch breaks, I'm going straight over to Lickety Splits and I'm about to grab me some wings or something. Hey, man, I have a vivid imagination, Monzy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, that's a true story. One time I went to the store with this girl. This is back when I was young and dumb. I think I was like 23. Yeah, I was 20. No, I wasn't 20. That's old as hell. I think I was like 21. I had just turned 21. I wasn't dating this girl. I was involved with a woman. She had a child. We went up to the store. We went to the grocery store one day. And I never tell you that I embarrassed this woman so bad, the woman that I was with, because we were in the store and she was pushing the cart. When we got to the line, there was a lady that was checking us out. She looked at the baby and said, "Oh, she's cute. She looks just like you." I looked at the baby. I looked at her. I looked back at the cash register lady and said, "That's not my child. That baby don't look like me." I know the girl I was with was a little bit embarrassed, but that was not my kid. Don't say that this little nigga look like me and this nigga don't look like me. That is disrespectful to me and my bloodline. This kid don't look like me. This kid look like her daddy. That's disrespectful to her daddy. This kid ain't mine. Say that kid look like, oh, the baby is so cute, look just like you. I'm looking now like, nigga, where? Nigga, where? The kid don't look like me. That kid is not a Moore. That kid has never met my parents. That is not my child. This child was born before I even met her mama. So no, let's get this straight right now. Now I like you saying, the little kid, she was cool. I liked her. Wasn't it Alara or something like that? Cool little baby. I don't have no problem with the kid, but that baby don't look like me. That baby don't look like me. That baby don't look like me. And Yolanda, you right. All black people look alike. Veronique and Bruce Lee, Steve Urkel. Veronique and Steve Urkel. Oh man. Y'all done got my heart rate up tonight. Hey man, if you're new to the channel, hit that like button. I'm MoedotJ. We go live 4 nights a week. This is a safe spot. You can talk about whatever you want to in the chat, as long as you're respectful. We don't ask for donations around here, but they are deeply appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Cash App at the bottom of the screen, MoedotJ. Right now, we're talking about Ozarks. Really anything about Ozarks, because we never really had a live to talk about anything. So anything you got to ask in the comments, we'll talk about it. Shout out to my moderators in here, you know what I'm saying? The fam, Neek, Kendall, Trill, whoever this naked girl person thing is in here. Let me see how to block their ass. Get them the fuck up out of here. But we don't do no naked girls unless we over at Lickety Split. But yeah, definitely hit that like button. Yeah, it's a Friday night. I don't know why the damn bots in here like this. We ain't got nothing but 20 people in here. Them bots need to go bother the niggas with 1,000 people in here. Hell, they don't even be. We got more bots tonight with like 20 people than on Power. We got like 500-600 people in here. We don't get no bots. Now we getting all the bots because we having a little intimate setting. Marty said, you didn't claim that baby once. What would I claim that kid for? That little kid wasn't mine. That's disrespectful to his father. Why would I do that? Yeah, Miss Bradshaw, she still talked to me. We went back to the house after that. Shit, we had dinner. We kicked it. Yeah, I'm like, man, I'm cool people. You know what I'm saying? I don't hold no grudges against nobody. I'm just saying that kid ain't mine. Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl that claims that Mo is the one. The kid is not my daughter. But nah, man, you know, I ain't going out like that. I ain't no idiot. I ain't get to claim that thing on the taxes. So why would I claim it in the grocery line? Let's get back to the Ozarks, man. I just had that story just popped up in my head when we were talking about me walking around with baby Zeke. I told y'all everything I talk about, there's a true story behind it in real life. Especially if it's pertaining to me. I'll tell you, you know what I'm saying? I'll tell you my life story. She said there's no nice way to say that's not my kid to a stranger. Yeah, it is. Just like if somebody came on here and said, Mo, this is your kid, I tell all y'all strangers, that kid ain't mine. That's a nice way of saying it, truthfully. Truthfully, that kid ain't mine. But I just looked over, I said, it's a cute kid, but that kid ain't mine. That kid did not. You see how curly that hair is? My hair don't curl up like that. Her mama hair don't curl up like that. Her mama got curls, but it don't curl up like that. That hair is from, I think her dad is Hispanic or something, but that kid don't look like me. That kid hair way better. That's back when I had my dreads too. Like, that kid don't look like me. My shit nappy, baby. My shit nappy, baby. That baby had the hair you could just put your hands through. Like, you ain't even got a comb. You just put your head down. I said, damn, little cute kid, but it ain't mine. It ain't mine. And if I ever had kids, then if I would have claimed that kid, that would have came up one day. Man, you remember you claiming kids that wasn't yours? Oh, man, hell no, that wasn't my baby. It wasn't my baby. I made a mistake, man. Y'all know I'm going to keep it real with y'all, but nah, she cool people. Actually, I think I still follow her on Facebook. Kid probably like 13, 14 now. Shout out to them. When she graduate, I might buy. If I'm still single when the kid graduate, I'll send her like a cash app, like a $20 cash app for a graduation gift or something. We'll see. But yeah, I don't hold no grudges against nobody, man. You know, I'm just saying. That's just like when they over the intercom, you know what I'm saying? Who owns the blue vehicle out here? Can they go out there and move it? And they looking at you because you got a blue vehicle. Oh, that ain't mine. It's a good car, but it ain't mine. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to, you know people want me to get in the line and have the baby like this. She talking about the baby look just like you. I'm picking the baby up like, Otta Pappy. Hell no. I don't know this kid like that. Hell, I didn't even know the kid's last name. All I knew was the kid's birth name. Ain't going into that much detail. I'm 21 years old. I ain't no family man. I'm just with a family. And I'm just the man next to him. Would I rather work for Helen or Javi? It depends. What am I doing? If I'm working for Helen, I'd prefer to work for Helen just for the simple fact that I could have a normal job. Because you remember, Helen was a lawyer. She also had a little law firm. So she had assistants that didn't deal with the dope game, but they had legit jobs. So I'd work with Helen in that aspect just for the simple fact that, Javi, if they accuse you for doing anything wrong, you can get killed. You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole cartel thing, I can't even trust niggas in the hood when we were growing up that just sold dime bags of weed. So I'm definitely not about to trust Javi in a whole damn cartel. At least with Helen, I can have a legit job. I could still be in Chicago working. You see what I'm saying? I could be in Chicago working, nothing to do with the cartel because she's dealing with that directly. So I'd work with Helen. Hell, you see what happened to Otoro? Otoro was stealing money from the top. They pinned the goddamn murder on this nigga and he got knocked off and he didn't even do that. I'm not dealing with that cartel hands on. Hell no. The only thing I'm doing with the cartel is, hello? Yes, hold on. Helen, you got someone on line one. That's the only thing I'm doing with the cartel is, Helen, somebody's calling your ass. You want me to go out to Mexico? Hell no. You go out there and say the wrong thing to Navarro's kids or something, you dead. You go out there and you walk in front of like Camilla and don't say, good morning, ma'am. Your ass dead. Oh, hell no. Working with Javi? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Hey, man, how the fuck do I... I don't know who this thing is. They won't even let me block him. Get him out of here. So who would y'all work for? Let's see. Would y'all rather work for Helen or Javi? I mean, I pretty much broke it down, and people are going with Javi. Y'all some bold mofos. Let me tell you that right now. Helen or Javi? Who y'all working for? Helen. Mozzie, yeah. Every time I see Mozzie, she talking about Javi ass. I can't deal with Javi, man. That dude's unpredictable. So the Ozark body count was already high before season 4, part 2, but the series finale, but the series final chapter added some additional names to the pile. Javier Alessandro. Javier Alessandro, murdered by Ruth Langmore, who was hungry for revenge following Javi's murder of her cousin Wyatt Langmore. Nelson went out horribly, man. They always let the toughest people go out just trash. It wasn't no shootout. Nelson didn't get a shot. He didn't even get to graze Rachel, shoot no holes at the trailer. She on top of the house became a full out assassin. She in the house. She ran outside, no shoes on, climbed up on top of it, lifted that left knee up so she could brace herself, put that thing on her shoulder, aim down scope in the rain, back out, hit him again, walked down there and stood over. I'm like, damn, this nigga Nelson is supposed to be a trained assassin and get one shot off. Who goes to kill somebody and keeps their gun in their pants? Before you even get out that truck, before you even pulled up, that thing's supposed to be on that seat. So when you get up there, just in case niggas is waiting on you, pow, 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 shoot your way up out this thing. Nelson gets out with his jacket unzipped. He's walking around with his shirt tucked in. Lottie, pow, and gets hit in the chest. Nigga, be ready. They could have been sitting outside. You could have just pulled up and he came out here and got popped by Rachel. And Rachel having guilty conscience. How you got a guilty conscience over a righteous kill? This man was about to kill you, man. You shouldn't feel bad for that. Should have put another one in him. And then Rachel did the shooting. Ruth is the one that warned you on it. You didn't even help dig up the hole. Ruth, little bitty ass, Ruth about like 5'4", 107 pounds. It's raining outside, so she 110 pounds now. She down here digging in the bottom of her swimming pool, and you up there sitting there. Get your ass down there and help. 2 shovels is better than 1. We at least had Claudia digging holes with goddamn, what's the white boy name? Tommy, when they had to get rid of people. She up here, get your ass in that swimming pool and help dig. We got to get rid of the damn body. And then on top of that, we got to get rid of another Escalade because we had that black Escalade. So we don't know where the hell that's at. We just threw it somewhere. Then we got the other Escalade that was just sitting in the lot. The first thing I would have thought of, okay, it's a black Escalade. The last person that had a black Escalade was Nelson. He came to come pop Rachel. He tried to kill me. We seen him sitting outside when I went into the police station. No, it just doesn't make sense. For everyone to be so damn smart on this show, everybody is really stupid as hell. You get up, you see an Escalade, you already know you into some shit. You walk over there and look in there, and then you don't see nobody. Camilla, her ass didn't walk 100 feet into the fucking woods. Why would you walk all the way over to the woods? Just sit there and wait for her to pull it up. By the time she came from the woods to get next to her, in front of the damn swimming pool, I would have been gone. There's no way I'm about to sit here and listen to Camilla. Oh, Camilla's here. Unless she's here in her truck waiting to talk to me, it's not about business. This bitch was sitting in the woods. She came out with a gun far enough that you could have dodged any shot. And you wait for her to walk up on you? Oh, hell no. I would have did a little roll. I would have ran in the house and got the shotgun. Like, what we got to talk about here? For Ruth to be the smartest person on the show after Marty, you would think they would know a little bit more than this. It just didn't make sense. It just didn't make sense at all. Nelson's a trained assassin and comes up here and gets knocked off by Rachel in 10 seconds. Like, do you know how short that scene was from the time that she got on top of the truck on top of the trailer, and Nelson hopped about the truck. He got popped, raining, popped again. She comes. Ruth is standing right next to her, and that's the end of it. That's how Nelson goes out. This is a nigga that snuck into your truck without breaking the windows, unlocked the doors in the back seat, had a gun to your head. This is the guy that comes and picks up Marty and takes him back and forth to the prison. But this nigga couldn't handle Rachel. Nelson couldn't handle Rachel. That it just doesn't. I was upset. I had my chair just like this because I was watching over here and I was looking and I said, man, this is some stupid shit. There's no way in hell that this is going to happen like this. You got Nelson just running around the city. Nelson just riding around the Ozark. Where's Nelson staying at in the Ozark? He at the Lazy O2. He over at the sheriff got killed over at Helen's spot. No one investigated that. No one said he was going over to Helen's spot. No one investigated that. They just said, fuck it. The sheriff is gone. Bring in this lady, get rid of her, and bring in the acting deputy. I'm like, this shit ain't making sense. A sheriff comes up missing, the feds will be notified. The feds are already in Ozark because the cartel is in the Ozarks. The feds are already in the Ozark because they've been auditing the Missouri bail. The feds are already in the Ozarks because they know that they are laundering money. The feds are already in the Ozarks because they done already made a deal with Navarro. But ain't no one investigating the sheriff in the Ozarks where the cartel is, where the feds is. I'm looking at this season like y'all just threw this shit together. Nothing is adding up. But you want us to believe that Marty is laundering $50 million? I'm like, come on now. There's a disconnect here. We were doing good up till season 3, but then season 4 we like, this don't make no damn sense. What were y'all doing with this? There's no way that any of this adds up. I was disgusted. It just, sometimes I feel like I gotta get away. But I was just looking at the writing on this one. I said, man, maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. I can't even. Oh man, Nick, you on your full-time job? I'm gonna have to send you some cash out tonight because they got your ass working, girl. They got you working tonight, and I can't even block this person. Yeah, but they got extremely lazy with this, man. I was just like, man, is it? So we got Javi knocked off. We got Nelson. Probably the worst deaths on TV in a while. Then we had Omar. They could have did way more with that escaping scene. Like, what they should have done was had the guards do the same thing, had him shoot the guard, call it in that there was an escape, and then whoever picked up Omar then had him murdered. Now that would have been cool. Like, had Omar go on the run a little bit, and then maybe had him meet up with Camilla. You see what I'm saying? And then have her go ahead and do it face to face, kill her brother. That would have made the story a little bit more interesting. That's what I would have preferred to see, because Omar was such a big character. All of this was done for Omar. Because you remember in the beginning, we didn't know who Omar was. All we knew was his man that he had come down into Chicago that was working with Marty and his partner. But they definitely could have did. That's what I'm saying. We could have had more of Marty in Mexico, getting more acquainted with the family, and then we could start to see, oh, Camilla, she's really close to her son. She's loyal to her brother, but that's to a default. Her and her son are actually really close. We can see that relationship, her being around, Javi making sure that she's always straight. And then we can see, you remember, Omar was saying, my sister came here, she was talking about the past. That means, you know what I'm saying, that's her saying goodbye. We could have had a little bit more of a backstory, seen Omar and his sister interacting throughout the first part of season 4. So when season 2 came, it wouldn't just be a mom showing up and then taking over the cartel. People will have respect for her within the organization down there. Like whenever she came by, we would see people saying, "Oh, hey, how's it going, Miss Camilla?" You see what I'm saying? So it would build up her character more than just dropping her in and inserting her and making us believe that she's about to be top dog. Yeah, Mozzie, I never got into Game of Thrones. I mean, I wanted to, but I like fictional shows. Well, of course, I mean, all this shit's fictional, but when you start going into dragons and all that type of stuff, I can watch it individually for myself, but I don't like breaking it down because I get upset. You know what I'm saying? I want my stuff to be somewhat believable. Like Ozarks, we know that this is happening in the real life. You see this all the time. People being taken down for working with cartels. So I like the realness of that aspect. But then there's just little parts like that where I know they're doing it for TV. But if you're going to do it for TV, give us those ratings. Give us that action and excitement that we are expecting. Don't just give us half-ass deaths. You know what I'm saying? Like in the beginning, the first time we seen the murder on here was Marty's partner. You see how they went out? Boom, we shot the lady. She's in the bathroom. Pop, pop. Then we seen them sitting down. Marty begging for his life. Partner gets shot, thrown in a barrel. You see what I'm saying? We got that excitement of it. It wasn't just pap, and then that was it. Like the lady in the bathroom got shot because she was in there hiding. And that was just the build up to actually show us the bigger murder. Also, when what's the name? What Langmore was it that was doing the devil's work that got popped when he was messing with the feds? See what I'm saying? Like there was a story behind that. Like what actually happened? It's just Nelson showed up and got killed. Omar got transferred and he got killed by a guard. That's supposed to be some stuff that happens to like Sam or something. Sam shows up to the casino and they shoot him in the parking lot. Like that's how Sam is supposed to die. Omar is supposed to have an over-the-top death. You know what I'm saying? When we see Omar meet up with his sister, like, yeah, we got you out of here, and then she shoots him, we like, damn, all right, now that was what we were expecting. You know what I'm saying? Expect the unexpected. But with this, it was just like, here, take the gun, go down the street a couple of blocks. There's a car waiting on you. Then they just shoot him. And then they try to have it like Omar was going out like a G where he was holding the gun. It was just facing his death. Like, come on, man. Omar ass would have tried to hit them woods and got away or something. Exactly, Mozzie. It should have been more of a, like, I don't know, man. Omar's death should have been at least a 15-minute buildup. It shouldn't have just been him getting transferred. Next thing we see is him in the van, him getting out and getting a gun and getting shot. It shouldn't have been that. It shouldn't have been that. They should have had like someone in the cartel pull the van over, the driver cooperate. They actually take Navarro, get him out, and then go murder him somewhere else. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Because like they let me write it, man. They're gonna need to bring in Spielberg because every episode is gonna be at least 100 mil fucking around with me. We going over the top, baby. Over the top. Tell Netflix straight up, you got to tell the headquarters, we got to up the monthly price of Netflix to at least $30 a month, because what I'm about to put together, ooh wee. They say we ain't never seen nothing like this before. we ain't never seen no action like this before. Now we already touched base on Ruth and how she went out. Of course, it would be the death of Ruth that hit the fans the hardest. But she went out with steely resistance. No, she didn't. What, no kind of resistance. Showing no remorse for Marty and Javi and shouting at Camilla to get on with it. I mean, I give her that for yelling back, but you would think Ruth would put up more of a fight. Like, after all she's done for her and 3, and to finally get to the point where she ain't got to do nothing else but just run the casino, she would have put up more of a fight, especially if I was writing it. Like, you could even with Ruth dying, You could have had Ruth and Camilla having a little fight or something. At least Ruth trying to fight for, fight for her life. And then the security guard for Camilla pulls up and shoots her like in the head or something. You see what I'm saying? There was so much more they could have done with that. Ruth could have said what she had to say. You know what I'm saying? And then she either ran off or got shot in the arm and tried to go get her gun. Camilla's over here shooting or whatever. And then the bodyguard comes out and does something to Ruth. It could have been so much more done to it. And the last thing they could have done was to make it so significant was have her get shot and fall into the pool. And that'll just indicate the last thing that her and Wyatt were talking about. You see what I'm saying? How much they could have done? You see what I'm saying? So much, because they tried to do that with Lincoln when she woke up and she was having the daydreams of her going on the top of the roof and talking to Wyatt, seeing her family members, and 3 got up there and they had the same conversation. You see, that would have tied things together better instead of her having a little daydream. It could have been her getting shot and her thinking about 3 and Wyatt talking about the swimming pool. You see what I'm saying? See how I connected that? You see how I connected that? It would have been way better, because it would have been more impactful, because now she's thinking about her cousin that got killed. She's thinking about the swimming pool. Also, there's already a body in the swimming pool. Y'all would have been crying. Oh my God, that was so touching. Ruth went out like a real G. But instead, they said, we're just going to have Camilla come over here and shoot you one time, and that'll be the end of it. We need a little more effort than that, Ozarks. It's over with now. But come on, man. We could have easily made that. That last scene could have been way better than that. And we definitely could have made time for it. We could have got rid of the scene where Marty and Wendy were talking. And, let's call the hitman. Like, really, Wendy? Really, we're going to call the hitman from Chicago to come down here to the Ozark right now and get rid of Camilla before she kills fucking Ruth? You really think a hitman is about to drive 8 hours right now and come kill Camilla before she can get her hands on Ruth? Really? Ruth lives in a fucking trailer park. We know where Ruth lives. There's no, come on, Wendy. We could have cut that whole scene out. And then now Wendy's, we gotta protect Ruth. But the whole season you wasn't caring about Ruth. Why the change of heart for? Like, it just didn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't make sense. Kobe Frank Jr. could have been more useful. Frank couldn't have been any more useful than he was. He was recording Power the whole time. So these were going on simultaneously. Part 2 and book 4, they were being recorded around the same time. That's why you only seen him for the 1.5 episodes. Yeah, he was worried. He was more worried about Power, so they wasn't gonna really bring him in. And I think what I was reading, all of his stuff was recorded before everything else. I think he had his stuff recorded right before he started recording Power. So that's why he didn't really have that big of a part. But yeah, it was so much stuff that they could have done. And I'm watching this, just shaking my head like, really? Y'all wrote this like this? Come on, man. Let's get it right. Well, let's see who else was killed here. So they have 4 in part 1, and then 4 in part 2. The characters that were killed in the second half of the season following died in the first half. Sheriff Nix, he went out like, Hobby talking about, let me go turn the music down. Hobby came back, back up, like, damn. Sheriff, first of all, you in Darlene Snell's house, and a Mexican guy comes up here talking about he's watching the house. First of all, we ain't got no Mexicans down here in the Ozarks, sir. So, no, don't turn the sound down. Come on outside. I need to ask you some questions about Helen. Sheriff Nix went out horribly. Frank Sr., Darlene towed him up. He didn't stand a chance. He went down to the house to confront her. Silly move. You already know you can't trust Darlene. Like, excuse me. Players make mistakes too, but come on. The head of the Kansas City mob, he's going down to confront Darlene Snell, the biggest heroin dealer in the Missouri area. You're going down there to confront her with no muscle, no gun, no nothing. And you already know that they've been dealing with the cartel. They done already got people hit. Her husband got killed. The head of their security got killed. You going down there, Darlene, damn it, I want the money that I'm owed. And you thought she was just about to, she already didn't pay you the money. So why would you think you can go down there with no kind of protection and demand your money back in her house? She went in the kitchen, got the shotgun, blew his ass from the living room to the front door. Like, damn, Frank Sr. Oh, when Ben got killed. All right, let me I'll talk about it. I'm just gonna go over Darlene and Wyatt, and then we can talk about the Ben death. Because that was good. The way they got rid of Ben is how every character should have had a death. It should have been a story to it, not just a death. Then, of course, we had Darlene and Wyatt in the house. See, Javi came in. Javi sat them down. And what did we hear from Wyatt? Even though Wyatt didn't have anything to do with it, he was a witness. So that's why Javi got rid of it. You see, Javi got rid of Darlene and Wyatt, and it was cool. It's like we got the backstory. We actually seen Javi sit down and talk to him, and that was believable. And how he took him out, he set him down. But on the other hand, Camilla, we can tell Javi ain't her real son because, you know what I'm saying, he taking people out the correct way. All right, so we talk about Ben. So with Ben, did Uncle Ben? Let's go over to Express. I accept. Now, when they showed how Ben died, we know that him and Wendy, they went out. They went out to eat. At this point, they were supposed to be hiding Ben. You know what I'm saying? Because Ben out here tearing up everything, running his mouth, talking about they working with the cartel. This is what they doing. He tried to apologize to Helen. We knew Helen wasn't playing that at all. Yeah, Ben did a good job with the acting, but I didn't feel sorry for him because y'all know how I am when it comes to siblings, because I didn't want Diamond to kill his brother Jannar. I don't like siblings killing each other, but however, pause, we know that Ben had to go. We dealing with the cartel right now. Now, it was Wendy's fault that it did happen, even though Ruth tried to say if I would have left him in here, none of this would have happened. But ultimately, it comes down to Wendy even bringing him back. So Wendy gets 100% blame for the death and setting him up to be with Nelson. So when they did, let me see if they got anything on here. Uncle Ben. R.I.P., man. Was a real one. He was a real one. But once they showed the diner scene, because we all wanted to know exactly how did Ben go out. All we knew that Ben was dead and they cremated him. Everybody's like, damn, what happened to Ben? So when we actually seen it, Wendy was supposed to go to the bathroom. Wendy pulled the move that I will pull. If I go out to eat with a chick, you know what I'm saying, it don't look like it's going anywhere, and I said, man, I ain't paying for this bill, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and then I'm gonna go ahead and tell the the waiter, look, I'm gonna pay for my half right now and I'm gonna go ahead and dip on out, brother. Or I'm just gonna leave that whole thing there. But that you know what I'm saying, that's if I'm being grimy and petty. I pay for the ladies' meal that I go out and eat with. So, but Wendy pulled that move off so slick. She finessed the hell out of Ben. Not only did Ben get killed, Ben had to pay that tab at the diner. So she went to the bathroom. She walked out the back, dipped off. Nelson was waiting right outside. Now, I don't know how y'all grew up. I don't know what you guys like, what goes to your mind. But any and every time that a gun was pulled on me from the age of 16 to the age of 22, oh, you pull a gun on me, nigga, you better get to shooting and you better have some aim because I am gone. I'd rather get shot trying to run away than shot point blank. Fuck all that. Nelson talk about I got a gun, go get in the truck. I would have said, okay, I would have tried to take off. Nigga, you just gonna have to shoot me. You just have to shoot me, because once you get to shooting, you're gonna have to try to finish me off. But by then, somebody gonna come outside, somebody gonna hear something, so there's a potential chance of it getting stopped. But trust me, You not about to just tell me to go do something. You gonna have to kill me, or you gonna have some hell of an aim. Cause I guarantee you one thing: a nigga like me I'm about to get low. I'll take a bullet. I'm running like this though, in the back of my neck and my head. As long as I don't get hit, run with my head down like that. Always run with your head down. You get hit in the spine, you might be paralyzed. You get hit in the neck, you might be. I mean, not the neck, but you get hit in the head or like the neck, it might be it. So it's best to just run with your head down and get what you got to get. But Ben went out like he talked about, hey man, I'll go with you, man, if you need any money. Fuck that. They telling you to go get in the car. Your life is worth more than that. At least when you went out on my tombstone, we gonna say Mo went out a G. Mo went out trying to run. Mo went out trying to save his life. It ain't gonna say Mo got into a truck and the camera showing me walking over there on my own wheel. Niggas gonna have to pistol whip me and put me in that motherfucker. But I ain't going out like that. You telling me you got a gun on you and the gun ain't out? He talking about I got a gun, man. Get in there. I just said, nigga, I better see that gun, because right now I'm gonna try to hit this nigga and get back in the building or something. But they checked the cameras and they seen that Ben went over there. Now, Ben was off his meds, so he was probably a little bit scared. A lot of people, they get scared like that. I mean, when we grew up, I'm not saying we grew up in the trenches or anything, but you know what I'm saying? We even went to parties, cars and got shot up and stuff. So for me, whenever there's a gun, hey, if you threaten me into saying that you got a gun, then hey, like one of my favorite poets says, let me see you prove it. Because I'm getting out of there. But Ben, he gets in the vehicle. Now, I don't know what vehicle you guys have been in, but the front door, listen to me carefully, the front door does not, I repeat, does not have a child lock. The front door can be manually unlocked, and cars are made specifically that way, just like they started putting the trunk hatch release. They got it in trucks, they got it in vehicles. This is a new Escalade. When Ben got into the passenger seat and Nelson had to go get around in the front, I would have been the fuck up out that thing. And I would have hit the woods that was right behind where the truck was parked. Nelson's going to have to work to get me. And you would have been hearing me yelling, help, help, this nigga got a gun. You would have heard something out of me. And when they were on the road going to the damn barn, when they on the road, Ben got his head on the window like this, man, damn, man, I should have messed up. No, I would have been in that motherfucker. I would have tried to open that door lock and jump the hell up out of that. You gonna die. That means at this point, it doesn't matter. If you jump out and you hurt yourself, you break a leg or something jumping out, at least you jumped out and you survived. At least you attempted to get away. Ben went in there and it was over with. He didn't even have Ben in handcuffs or nothing till they got to the barn. And then they got in the barn. He had Ben in there like this. Oh, man, please, man, please. Like, man, cover your eyes. Close your eyes. Nigga, I'm trying to run. As soon as we got out the truck and he talking about get out the thing. Oh, nigga, I'm getting out and I'm trying to run. Ben did nothing. He just sitting there like, oh, man, please, man, don't do this shit. What? I would have fell on the ground and been biting on that nigga Nelson's ankle. I'd have been doing something. You ain't ever gonna hear Mo went out like a sucker. This nigga Mo going out fighting for his life. They said, damn, they found Mo body. That nigga done peed on himself, he done boo-booed on himself, but that nigga was fighting. Mo was fighting. They would have looked at that security camera. Mel would have said, damn, Mo was outside that diner scrapping. He lost, but he was scrapping. They had to tie that nigga legs up and they had to drag me by my feet to get me in that truck. Ben didn't have no mental. Whoa. Ben had, you know what I'm saying, he had mental health problems, but Ben was able to function. Let's not act like Ben wasn't off his meds for a whole season and Ben went over there and him and Jonah had a drone and they were watching a drug deal go bad. Let's not act like Ben wasn't functioning, because when Ben was in the vehicle, he knew everything that was going on. Ben knew to tell him, you can have all my money. So Ben wasn't mentally ill to the point where he didn't know what was going on. See? See, Ben knew exactly what was going on. That's why he went there. He knew exactly to say, hey, man, you ain't got to do this. Here go my money. Like, come on now. Ben wasn't that mentally ill. He wasn't, his mind wasn't like no small child. His mind knew what to do when he got in that bed with Ruth and he was off them meds. Yeah. His mind knew what to do to apologize to Helen when he knew he fucked up. Yeah. Ben wasn't mentally ill to the point where he didn't know what was going on, where he couldn't function as an adult. Ben was totally capable. Ben was totally capable. Yeah. But they took his ass out to that barn and laid him down, man. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. His mind was in and out like someone with schizophrenia. Hey, my mind be in and out of it on here with y'all too, but shit. When it comes to life or death, my mind could be in or out. I'm about to try to make it out. Let's see what they got to say about it. Blah, 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 blah. Now I want to see them talk more in depth. I agree with you though. I mean, he did have a mental illness, but it wasn't. I don't think it was to the point where, like, I don't know, man. Because when they were watching the when they were watching the drone footage, he knew to get up out of there. He knew to try to hide that footage. I mean, and then Jonah seen them putting them in the back of the truck. Like, first of all, why would Nelson? Now it's starting to make sense of how Nelson went out like that. Why would Nelson bring the body back to the house? Like, Nelson, just take it over to the to the building. I'm gonna see if they go into more detail. Maybe somebody got some information we don't know. All right, let me see. CNET.com. Let's see. Jonah's big move, the car crash, rude hobby. Hey, Nelson was putting in a lot of work, but they didn't give Nelson too many speaking roles besides Omar want to see. Javi and Ruth, Byrde, Javi. Man, they ain't got. I thought I clicked on this article because they said that Ben was gonna be in it. You said you gave me a website on them. I gave you a website about them. Above it says all of that. Let me see. You might have to repost that because I don't know where that thing at. They need to give Mel a role in Raising Canaan. Hell no. The streets need a body, and it'll be too easy for him to figure out who that body was. Mel working overtime, but Mel got Mel got that thing to his chest. Resend it, Kendall. Or I mean, Yolanda, my bad. I was looking for the wrong name. Matter of fact, they started recording season 2 of Raising Canaan. They also started recording book 2 season 3. They started recording that too. I got a video I want to show y'all. Zeke, I'll probably do the video tomorrow. Have it uploaded like Sunday, maybe Monday. I don't know, man. But R.I.P. to Ben. He was just a school teacher, man. That's all he was. Here we go. Fans have wondered exactly what happened to Ben in the Ozark after Wendy Byrd's shocking decision to give him up. Did Nelson kid Ben, or did he just stash him somewhere? Viewers finally find out the fate of the newly released Ozark Season 4 Part 2. Warning, warning, this article contains spoilers. Everything I do contains spoilers. So if you're on my channel, you're going to get spoilers. You're going to get spoilers. Maybe not the whole episode, but you're going to get some spoilers from some scenes, and I'm going to break down stuff. And I say 67% of the time, I'm correct 100% of the times. So if you want to take that math, you can do what you want with it. But yeah, I'll be breaking stuff down over here. So if you're new to the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We like to have fun over here. A recap of what happened to Ben in Ozark. So we about to take it back to season 3, y'all. Fans will recall by the end of season 3, Ben had become a major liability for the Byrdes. He stopped taking his meds and was telling whoever would listen that his sister's brother-in-law were working for a Mexican drug cartel. Wendy assumed Omar that he would get him under control, but that was the last straw. Came after he exploded on Helen Pierce in front of her daughter and exposed her involvement with the cartel. So that's one reason Erin was holding it down for her mom. And on top of that, you remember Erin fostered a relationship and thought that she was friends with Charlotte, but in reality, Charlotte was just the chip off the old block of her mother Wendy and was using Erin and had to get Erin the fuck up out the Ozarks and back to Chicago so she wouldn't mess up what they had going on down here in the Ozarks so we could make some money. But in the last ditch effort to save him, Wendy took Ben out of town, but he continued to act out on the road. Realizing she would never be able to trust him after he snuck off and attempted to flag down a police officer. Now, I forgot that. And you remember they were sleeping in the car and the lady knocked on the window. Hey, what y'all doing here? Ben was like, hey, man, we you know what I'm saying? We on the road. Wendy's like, this nigga Nelson, bro. I mean, Ben. So she gave in and called Nelson. While they were at a diner, she snuck out the restaurant, acting like she was using the bathroom. Then Nelson pulled up. After Wendy failed to come back to the table, Ben went outside to look for her. When he saw Nelson, he angrily approached him, thinking he did something to Wendy. She's fine and on her way home, Nelson responded, before pulling the gun out on Ben. Realizing the danger he was in, Ben panicked and promised not to say anything. So he wasn't mentally ill to promise that he wasn't going to say anything. He knew he was in a situation that he put himself into, walking up to Nelson, knowing Nelson was a part of the cartel, knowing Nelson could have potentially hurt his sister. Hey, man, what you do to my sister? And he pulled the gun out, like, get your ass in the car. I'm like, nigga, you have to shoot me out here. But Ben panicked and promised not to say anything else about Helen, but Nelson just instructed him to get in the truck. You not instructing? Oh, you sent it on Instagram. My bad. My bad. Oh, so you was on Ozark fandom. All right, I'm gonna go there too. That's where I be getting descriptions from Ozark's fandom. Fandom for if y'all want to know anything about most shows, Ozark's on fandom, Powers on fandom, so you can get more of a description. That's where I get a lot of my information from, as far as like the character description. So that will be it. I'll go let after this, after we get the overview of Ben, and we can see if they got any more details about him. Inside, Ben cried for not listening to himself. He apologized to Nelson and asked him to tell Wendy he was sorry. Oh, that's just tell my sister I was sorry. Nelson didn't even mention that to Wendy. She's the only thing that really loved me. And you knew when he said that, he meant it, because even Grandpa told Wendy that Ben, he looked up to her. And when he was telling the story, how Ben like pretty much idolized Wendy, and then Wendy said that Grandpa had hit her, they were always close. So that's why Ben also wanted to be around his sister. It's just at that time he was a teacher and he was off. And plus Wendy was out here wilding out, having affairs, doing who knows what, whoring it. And on top of that, her dad said she was a whore. I'm like, damn, the dad really going in, ain't it? What's the dad's name? Nathan. He told Ruth, he said, man, she embarrassed the family. She was a whore. Like, damn, Grandpa, that whiskey get your ass talking, don't it? And I always wanted her to be proud of me, told Nelson. It just fucked up too much. I just fucked up whatever. And I apologize. Then he wondered, you think she'd be proud of me now? The way I'm handling this? I think she would. You tell her I'm sorry and you tell her I forgive her. You can do that for me. Nelson ain't responding. Nelson like, man, you'll shut your ass up, man. I'm about to take you out. I gotta get focused. Nelson didn't respond. He kept driving, finally stopped, and it was an isolated location where Ben was ordered on a tarp on the ground. He started to wonder if he was dreaming before Nelson shot him point blank. No, you wasn't a dream. The only thing about this dream is you ain't waking up from it, brother. You are not waking up from it. Mel was really on his job, though. Got a lot of kids at home, late night to the early morning. Yeah, Mel was working nonstop. Every show, what did I tell you guys about the police officer? You're going to have one bad police officer, and then you're going to have a police officer or someone dealing with law enforcement that's going to work too hard. No one in life ever works this hard. At least I know I'm not. Unless it's some overtime or something. But even then, it's overtime. That means I'm about to just work over the time that I normally work. And I'm just going to work a little bit more than what I normally do. So instead of working a full 3 hours out of 8, I'm going to work 3.5 hours out of 9. If that makes sense. Marital status, possibly divorce. Date of birth, early 80s, North Carolina. Date of death, 2018. Damn, he died that long ago? Well, the show is behind us too, so. Personality. All right, we're going to get into Ben's personality real quick. Rich said they should have sent Jonah to Grandpa. When you say they should have, who are you mentioning? Because I mean, when you say they should have, who is the they? Because Wendy didn't want her son to go with Grandpa. She wanted both her kids to stay there because she felt that Grandpa was going to turn the kids against her. So that was her whole problem with Grandpa, was they never really liked each other. That's why she hasn't spoke to him in years, and that's why when Ben came up missing, she never even relayed to saying to Grandpa that she seen Ben. She was keeping all the information away. So Marty never even talked to Nathan. He was just like, that's my my father-in-law. So they didn't want Jonah to go down there because they felt like Grandpa would corrupt their mind. Same with Charlotte, maybe less of Charlotte because she was older, but it wouldn't have worked. Personality. Ben is in many ways complicated. He's a good-hearted man who wants to do the right thing, though having bipolar means that he's extremely erratic, unpredictable, and unstable, often having violent outbursts, oscillating moods, swings when he's off his medication that he takes his illness. His intentions are usually good, but his illness hijacks those intentions and often makes him act in a way he usually won't. Well, we do that. We trying to figure out what exactly was going on in his head towards the end. Ben shows himself to be loyal, particularly to Ruth and Wendy. Throughout the relationship, Wendy is strained through their troubled childhood, and Ben's illness. Ben's resentful that Wendy sometimes looks down on him because of his illness, but he still loves her. He also forms a bond with Jonah. Damn, we need to make this bigger. Which seems to fill the void with Jonah having a best friend after Buddy's death. Well, yeah, Jonah was real close with Buddy, even though Buddy ass was walking around the house naked. Like, hey, Buddy, you don't get that pale ass and put some pants on. He out there sitting out by the beach, by the lake, the big ass oxygen tank naked and a hat on. Buddy, man, you had to put some kind of clothes on walking around here, man. I rock with Buddy though. He held it down. And that's how you save money. He said, I'm gonna stay in the basement. Y'all can live upstairs. But don't be flushing none of them products down my toilet because it get clogged up. Let me see. Blah blah blah. We already went over that. Once he learns the extent of what Wendy and Marty really do, he gets off his medication. Ben quickly spirals out of control and begins acting out, then includes punching out Marty. That was a good one. Marty was not expecting that. Angrily revealing to Helen's daughter that her mother, what she does for a living. He went over to Erin and was like, listen, your mom works for the cartel. She works for very, very bad people. R.I.P. to Ben, man. R.I.P. to Ben. But he had to go. Okay, Ben quickly spirals out of control, revealing to Helen's daughter, and cursing out Marty and Wendy for institutionalizing him again. Well, that was the best place for him to be, in the institution where they could actually keep a close eye on him. This episode ends up accelerating his rage and resentfulness, resentfulness, and his resentful feelings towards Wendy, as well as his anger overall, getting institutionalized again. Unfortunately, it was Ben's erratic and impulsive behavior that ended up getting him killed, and his death caused Ruth's relationship with Marty and Wendy to be severely. God damn. And his death caused Ruth's relationship with Marty and Wendy to be severed entirely, as well as Jonah's relationship with Wendy, and permanently damaged, likely beyond repair. Dog, they need to make these words bigger. I could zoom in. That's on me. Dang, they over here writing memories. I could never forget Tom Ben Davis's character. He was so down to earth. He will tear your eye. He will feel who you really are. Please bring Ben back with a strong character. He tore our eye. I think it's still possible. They didn't kill Ben. Rather, they improved Ben's personality. And Ben will fix all the relational problems going on with the show. How do I respond to this fandom user and tell him, man, delete this? Delete this comment. Ben is gone. But this is back in February 2022. So this is before we even got to part 2. So when you look at what people be saying, like, Ben is definitely not dead. We can easily tell so by Wendy asking Marty after their cremation if his ashes were heavy, which would be a very odd and pointless question to put in the script. So it must be that Wendy knows something. Most likely her brother received some surgical implants in the past, like titanium bone plates, which would be present in the ashes. Man, whoever these people are responding, boy, when I tell you they don't watch shows and break them down, they thinking this is some power type stuff. We ain't bringing back nobody that was dead. We think Ben could come back if they fix his personality. How you gonna fix his personality? He don't want to take his meds. A fandom user. And then Vincent, his whole theory on the cremation, like he had titanium plates or something. Like, come on, man. Y'all digging. Now, I normally dig deep and go on to conspiracies and stuff, but this right here, I would have never thought anything like this, because this is Ozarks. This isn't Power. They try to keep it more realistic, especially for the first 3 seasons. We've seen that. I mean, yeah, some made up TV stuff, but for the most part, they not bringing back somebody dead. Ain't nobody faking their death. Is it me or this guy could play John Wick in the prequels? No. All right, here we go. Another person that thinks Ben is alive. Everyone thinking Ben is alive is similar to Ghost ain't dead. We ain't seen no funeral for him. Ghost ain't dead. The nigga dead. We seen him get shot. We seen Ben go with Nelson. And other than Nelson going head to head with Rachel, Nelson was 100% until he met Rachel. So Ben was gone. Ben is still alive. The body was cremated. The body that was cremated was Marty's psychologist lady. No, see, they did her at a whole different time. So there was actually 2 cremations. I have a feeling Ben will pop up in the first episode of season 4 in the same pit dungeon that Marty was confined to. First of all, this pit and dungeon that Marty was confined to was in Mexico. It wasn't in the Ozark. Come on, man. They wasn't paying no attention to the show. Did they know that Marty was sent to Mexico when he was confined in there and was tortured? No, they're not sending Ben there. Ben was a liability. And Ben did pop up in season 4 to show us how he died. The torture and sensory deprivation of a person suffering from being bipolar is going to be tough to watch. See? She was disposed into the lake with the car. Oh, we're not going back to 2020. But everybody got theories now. I mean, maybe possibly he could have been kidnapped and hid, but I don't know. When it comes to dealing with Nelson, I was thinking he did. And you can see how Wendy was acting. So the whole time Wendy was like, she was sad because she knew what she had to do. Probably because he shouted, "This is a dream." Yeah. I mean, what significance would Ben have had? Like, what do y'all think would have been Ben's purpose? If Ben did survive, and let's just say they were holding him for a little bit, what would we do with Ben right now? Like, what would be his purpose of the show? You know what I'm saying? Ben was just there to, give us that drama aspect just to show how ruthless and how family members got to act towards one another. I don't know what Ben could have done because he was off his meds, so he would have still been the horrible Ben that he is. And he would have been running his mouth to whoever he could get to. So them getting rid of Ben was probably the best thing for him. Yeah, I don't see no purpose of Ben. '82. Well, he got his own show, Don Crowder. Oh, it's a mini TV show. I mean, a mini TV series. She said American Murder 2022. 2020. Oh, well, that's why they killed him off. They probably could have brought Ben back. But the only thing is, he was in a whole new TV series, Outer Range 2022. So he did one episode and it was probably like, man, I'm gonna be too swamped with my other show. So they probably had to actually kill him off just for the simple fact he was in production for something else. So that could be one reason. That's why I like coming over here and looking at the filmography. So you can see what movies they in. You can see what was recorded during the same time. Because he only got one episode. So he did 8 episodes for Outer Range. Let me see what that TV series is about. A rancher fighting for his land and family discovers an unfathomable mystery at the edge of Wyoming's wilderness. Oh, so he's a father. Okay. Perry Abbott. So he's the son of Royal Abbott. This definitely looks like something I repeat, will not watch. Sound like something with some damn aliens or something. Miko said, I haven't watched this show, so I'm lost. I know how these lives go, though. So I'll check back in like 30 minutes when you'll get off topic. We pretty much off topic now. Right now, we just discussing anything, you know what I'm saying? It's about to turn into a free live. I'll stay on for like another hour. depending if it gets good, we might, you know what I'm saying, we might be on here for 3-4 hours. Y'all never know. Blunt and Truth, what is it about? Is Outer Range any good? Yolanda said his role was to die regardless. He couldn't be helped because he didn't know, I guess, to help himself. Yeah, Ben, he came in and did what he was supposed to do. He came in, he wrecked havoc. You know what I'm saying? He caused some drama. He caused some, you know what I'm saying, some problems within the cartel. And then, hey, we got rid of him. But yeah, fill me in on Outer Range. Let's see. Because I'll watch it in my free time, but I won't watch just to break it down. It's weird. I'm only on episode 4. See, so that's the thing. Like when I watch these, they good for me. I can probably watch them, but like as far as trying to break them down, that's just tough. Just like that damn. I don't remember what that weird ass show was. With Journey Smollett. She was in there, the old boy. It was on HBO and then she got canceled. Like all these sci-fi things, I like watching them, but when they get too weird, like that movie, not the movie, but the show From. I watched like the first 5 episodes of that, but then it was a little bit repetitive and it was too much to follow. The Man Who Fell to Earth, I guess it's like they talking Earth to Earth or whatever. First episode came out like 2 weeks ago or last week, something like that. Yeah, it's I just couldn't get into it, man. Lovecraft Country. Yeah, I watched that and I said, man, can't waste my time on that. That was 2020. Like when TV shows take too long to come back out, we don't need no season 2, man. I hope y'all get y'all money, but yeah, we don't need no season 2. Them was good though. I thought they were supposed to come out with a season 2 of that. Now if they do a season 2 of that, them season 2 release date and everything we need to know. If y'all haven't seen them, y'all need to go and watch that on Amazon. That show was good. Them is the perfect show for us black folk to watch. Now it's a little bit weird also, but the reason I liked it so much is because it gave us the history of when all the black people moved out to California. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it gives us history. It's a little bit of weirdness to it, but you know what I'm saying? It does give us some factual stuff. And you know, when I break it down, I do give you a little bit of a history lesson in there too. So y'all interested in that, them is on the channel. Go back and watch it. Kobe said I review on a show called This Is Us. What's This Is Us is about? Cause I'm gonna get to This Is Us after this. I want to see when this season 2 come out because I remember they mentioned it. Them season 2 release date and everything we know. All right, let's see. Okay. Let's get together and find out all about the details of them season 2. As we are not simply huddled together, we're hurrying from place to place, searching for the newest information about season 2. Have you ever considered a scenario where issues seem to be coming from all sides? If not, then Them is the show that brings it all to light for you. As a 4-member black family moves to a completely white area, the Great Migration is shown as what it is. In the film, basically, yeah, it breaks it down. So it's all 4 black people. They move into a house. And this is the Great Migration, but they're the only black family on the block, and all the white folk don't like it. So they're basically harassing the people. They messing with the kids and shit. You gotta actually watch it because there's a lot of stuff that goes on in here. And then the family across the street, the ladies having, well, I'm not gonna go into too much detail for y'all, but the wife over there is doing some things. One of the husbands, the white guys, he doesn't really have a problem with blacks, but he's basically peer pressured by the other whites in the community to go ahead and harass them. So it's pretty good. There's ghosts here. Hey, you gotta watch it. As a 4-member black family moves into a completely white area, the Great Migration is shown as it was. In the film, the family is imprisoned in the home by ghosts, prejudiced neighbors, creating a harrowing and eerie experience for the audience and what the extent is possible to put up with wickedness and racism. As a result, they resort to drastic and perhaps lethal measures. Now, towards the end, you can be like, damn, they finally stepping up for themselves. What is this? We want to know about season 2, man. People want to watch the show. They just got to take my word for it, like reading Rainbow. Them season 2 cast, who will be in it? A large cast portrays the Emery family and many natural supernatural beings who torture them. In the cast, okay, we got Lucky, Henry, Ruby, and Gracie. And then we got the major villain still. When's the release date? I'm trying to find a damn date. The season 2 trailer. The trailer will not be released anytime soon. Filming has not yet. Oh, man. Y'all done wrote this long ass article. Ain't talking about a damn thing. They ain't even started filming the second season. And y'all talking about when the second season gonna release. See, man, market research telecast. I'm gonna see who wrote this article. You over here. Y'all see what I'm telling y'all? When I tell y'all don't work too hard, they just wrote up a whole article and had us read to this just to find out that Amazon even started recording it. They just giving us a speculation on when Amazon might start recording and how long it's going to take. This is what I tell y'all. When people be at work half-assing, when your boss said you need something done, you need a meter quota, you just go write anything. Man, them was a good show. Let me type up a report. If there was a season 2, we would probably bring back these characters. We don't need your theory. We want to know when the date is. Matter of fact, how can I sue you guys for false advertisement? Release date for the second season. This isn't a surprise because we haven't received a release date. The first season of the show has recently came out. New seasons of Amazon series typically take 14 to 18 months to be released on streaming services. Renewing your license early might have to redo. There's no assurance that them season 2 will air between June and October 2022. We'll keep a man. The Amazon advisor. Well, they telling us it's not coming out in April or May. Yeah, we got no information. What's the other show you said? This Is Us. What up? What up, Tate? Kobe, if you want to go live on my channel one night, depending on the show, you know what I'm saying? My channel is free on Wednesdays. If you want to have a live, man, you know me, I support everybody. So if you do want to do a live, I could bring you up. We could go live. I'll let you be the leader of it. I'll just be your co-host. But just let me know. And then, you know what I'm saying? If you got stuff on your channel, yeah, man, I'll come over there, support you. You be in the chat showing love. So I show love to everybody. If you really want to do it, let's work. He said, This Is Us. What does that come on? Well, they on season 6. Is this the show? This Is Us? On NBC? Oh, they 6 seasons in. I probably ain't going. I ain't gonna lie to you. I probably ain't gonna watch it because that's too far. I gotta play catch up. Jack and his wife, who is very pregnant with triplets, just moved to their new home in Pittsburgh. Successful and handsome television actor Kevin is growing increasingly bored with his bachelor lifestyle. Hey, who is this? No, man, she's married. Let me get out of here. We'll look at married women over here. Hey, I know Sterling. So is it what would you say the like, so it says that there's a couple that moved to Pittsburgh, his wife is pregnant with triplets. So what's it about? Is it falling around the family, or is it falling around the bachelor guy? You know me, I gotta, you know, people like, oh, I don't want no spoilers. I gotta know what stuff is about before I watch it. Like Trill was telling me to go watch, what's that movie that came out today? Doctor Strange. I'm like, man, you got to let me know how that shit is. I'm not about to waste my time going into no damn theater watching no damn superhero. Being there bored as hell. Sleep. It follows all of them. Okay, so it jumps around. I'll probably check it out. I'll probably check out like at least 1 or 2 episodes. Because I do, when you guys recommend shows, I do go and watch them. It's just, yeah. I mean, right now, during the, you know what I'm saying, it's about to be the summer months. If not too many shows out right now. So I have time to watch more series that I typically wouldn't watch. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? It's hard being a black man in America. All I said was I'm not really that big into superheroes. His response is go watch the movie, nigga. Like, damn. Man, I just don't watch I don't watch superheroes. I just don't watch superheroes. That's all. And y'all can blame Ninja Turtles on that. Y'all can blame Ninja Turtles on that. I used to love Ninja Turtles as a kid. And then they came out with that movie and it hit me. I'm like, realistically, in cartoons, turtles can move, but in this movie, you telling me turtles are really fighting humans and winning? I said, I can't watch this no more, mama. I don't want to watch this no more, mama. Then you got Doctor Strange, this nigga doing some bullshit like this. This nigga's name is Doctor Strange. He ain't got no kind of real powers. I seen your ass in fucking Avengers. I seen you in Avengers, Doctor Strange. You talk about, man, you getting your ass whooped. There shouldn't be another episode or no fucking Marvel universe. No, it shouldn't be nothing else. Doctor Strange is trash. Get him out of here. Then they killed off Iron Man. Iron Man doesn't die. What kind of dumb shit is this? You just replaced the actor. It's a fucking superhero from a comic book. Kids in 20 years, I'm like, who the hell was Iron Man? They ain't gonna know because we ain't gonna have him around because contract negotiation. They didn't kill them all, but they continue to make Spider-Man every fucking year. How many Spider-Mans is it? We got 55 Spider-Mans, and New York City is still a fucked up place. Spider-Man ain't did shit. Batman ain't cleared up Gotham. Superman ain't saved fucking, where the hell the Superman Metropolis? Ain't none of these superheroes done a damn thing to their community except for steal money from the people. Spider-Man is a fucking legend. He just swinging through the city. Oh, there goes Spider-Man. Let me take a picture with fucking Spider-Man. Spider-Man, get your ass out there. Spider-Man is only good when it comes to dealing with niggas that are stealing money from the pizza delivery guy. But when we see Spider-Man fight with the real people, with the Avengers, he be getting his ass whooped. We don't need no fucking Spider-Man wearing fucking Jordans and boots going to school. We don't care about that Spider-Man. Go whoop somebody ass. Join the basketball team. Take your team state or something, Spider-Man. Every time we look up, you getting your ass whooped. Shut up, Spider-Man. Fucking Spider-Man. What does Spider-Man even do? This nigga be riding the school bus with his fat friend. He don't even put his friend on no girls. Nigga, you Spider-Man. Put your mans on. Your boy over here riding a bicycle. You goddamn Spider-Man. Help me out, nigga. Help me out. You said you got bit by a spider. Where the spider at? Take me back to the fucking museum and let me get bit too, nigga. Let's do this together. You shoot this way, I shoot this way. We web friends, web twins. That's what hey, every time I see you, what's up, twin? What's up, twin? Ain't that what they say? Spider-Man ain't saved nobody. We got 19 different Spider-Mans, and every single one of them gets their ass whooped in their movie. And then in the end, he's upside down, making jokes. Spider-Man, you need to quit joking because these criminals are getting bigger and badder every single show, and they are whooping your ass. Every time you look up, Spider-Man on the ground talking about, man, I can't deal with this. Nigga got to call up Iron Man. Iron Man, I need help. Please, man, I need a new suit. Meanwhile, your grandma living in this raggedy ass apartment. Go steal some money, man. Get your grandma up out the hood. How come y'all living in a damn place where criminals are terrorizing every single day? It's not one episode or one movie where Spider-Man wakes up and has a normal day. That nigga going to school. Why are you going to school? You Spider-Man. You don't need no education, nigga. You going to school and ain't graduated. Spider-Man being 16 years old for 40 fucking years. Ain't did nothing in life. Spider-Man, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Nigga, on the bus. I'm not hanging out with Spider-Man. Peter Parker, I know you Spider-Man. I'm not hanging out with you. Don't call my phone. Don't text me, nigga. Don't swing over to my window. Don't be on my roof. Don't come to my front door. Because every time I'm with you, we on the school bus out of nowhere. Niggas is tearing our school bus up trying to get to your ass. Nigga, you are a superhero. Why are you hanging with us regular folk? Now we in the bus holding on like this. And you know buses ain't got no damn seatbelt. Spider-Man got you holding up the bus with his damn web. You in there like, whoa, shit, Spider-Man. Everybody in the back of the bus on the window like this, all squished up. Because fucking Spider-Man. Nigga, why are you hanging with us? You know niggas is trying to get Iron Man. You know niggas is, who else is in the fucking thing? Goddamn Arrow, nigga. These niggas are trying to kill you. Why are you hanging with us, nigga? We are 16 years old in high school, bro. It shouldn't be. What are you doing today? I'm going over to Peter's house. Your parents will say no. Everyone in the city knows Peter Parker is Spider-Man. It's just that. Like, this guy, he doesn't change his voice. It's still, hey, guys, it's Spider-Man. Like, nigga, you sound just like Peter. How come whenever something's going on, we don't ever see Peter? Oh, that's because we see this 5'7" skinny white boy swinging through the thing. That shit look just like Peter, man. It sounds just like Peter. Hey, where's your best friend? Oh, you talking about Peter? I don't know, man. It's just some shit went down. It was a goddamn monster came through, and then Peter left. And then Peter come over there out of nowhere. Everybody done got their ass whooped. You talking about, hey, guys. You're like, damn, why you got that book bag, man? We was at the playground. Where you get that book bag from? Oh, man, my suit's in it. Like, come on, Spider-Man. I mean, Peter. Like, god damn it. Every time we get our ass whooped, you gone, and then you come back out of breath. Swinging through New York City. If you did if you took more time, Spider-Man don't even kill niggas. Spider-Man webs a nigga up and let the police do it. Kill these niggas, man. Kill these niggas. Spider-Man going in here fighting, knowing damn well he can't do hand-to-hand combat. Spider-Man should never be trying to fight somebody and kick somebody. Just stand back and web that nigga and then kill him. But instead, Spider-Man get in there and try to fight this nigga. They hit him in the back with poles and shit. He's like, oh, you're like, damn, Spider-Man. What's the point of having powers if you can't even use them? Spider-Man be over here getting his ass whooped. Then he be laying in the bed thinking about a girl, and then out of nowhere, somebody will bust through his wall. You like, damn, Spider-Man, you out here slipping. Now Spider-Man got to get ready, and then they be trying to have him relatable to as a kid. Like, he'll run up out the house, but the only thing he'll have on is his Spider-Man, and he'll be in his regular clothes because he's a kid, and he forgot to put his outfit on. What? You don't put that whole outfit on before you get out here for someone find out that you are Peter Parker? It make your grandma or whoever the fuck you live with more of a target than what they already are. Come on, man. And y'all know I'm right. Y'all know I'm right. This nigga Spider-Man be doing all the dumbest shit. He know good and damn well he about to go with, what's the girl name, Jane or whatever the hell they be having her name. Hey, Spider-Man, you ain't go to the movies with us? This nigga getting ready to go to the movies, but then he got to go run behind a wall. Where you got that outfit at, nigga? Because we just seen it with just you in a t-shirt and some jeans. Where the hell that whole Spider-Man outfit come from? You done pull it out your back pocket, put that shit on. Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Like, oh shit, there goes Spider-Man. I'm not going to work late because I seen this nigga Spider-Man riding through the city, tearing up some shit. What I'm doing is I'm either suing the city because y'all need to get raps on this Spider-Man nigga, or my job, y'all need to go ahead and every single day give us 3-hour leeway. We need to be able to come in 3 hours late because Spider-Man might be tearing shit up in the morning. Spider-Man might be tearing shit up at lunch. He definitely about to tear some shit up after 9 p.m. So it's like, hey, I can't get to work because Spider-Man was out there on the metro. You know, train number 9, that shit got derailed last night because Spider-Man did that shit. I can't come into work. You know, that's the train I take in the morning time, but you know what I'm saying? The chief of police was out there, said we couldn't use it. Nah, man. Fucking Spider-Man, bro. Get that dumb shit out of here, man. Doctor Strange. It's a fucking adult walking around with a cape talking about vroom, vroom. Like, nigga, what? Get your goofy ass out of here, Doctor Strange. You ain't fought nobody. He definitely ain't got no hand-to-hand combat. How everything you doing is mental, but you getting your ass whooped. Mentally getting their head. If Ben was mentally ill and Ben can go tell on the cartel, you need to be able to whoop niggas' asses. But every time you see Doctor Strange, he getting his ass whooped with a whole fucking suit from the 1800s. Who are you? What made you think that I'm gonna put on a fucking cape when I can control shit with my mind and make knives and shit? You put it on a cape and a goddamn, like, what is this wardrobe? Fucking superheroes, bro. And Spider-Man still hasn't saved New York. We got a new Spider-Man coming out next year, I think it is. So you mean to tell me this last Spider-Man didn't clean up shit? Zendaya's boyfriend didn't clean up shit out here, so Spider-Man is just out here just terrorizing the city. That's who we need to arrest. We need to arrest Batman because Batman be interrogating people a little too roughly, even civilians. Batman get up on you. You gonna tell me what you know? Like, damn, Batman, I don't know shit, bro. I just got off work, man. There's a nigga named the Penguin. Anyone's named the Penguin. The only person I know is the Penguin, and then Big Penguin, Andre Drummond, and that nigga is trash. So I don't know anything about the Penguin. There's a guy named Two-Face. Why the fuck would I hang with a nigga named Two-Face? First of all, Batman. The Riddler. Nigga, I'm not good with riddles. I'm not hanging with, I don't know anything, Batman. I'm just a foot soldier, nigga. I'm just a foot soldier. You seen the Joker blew up a fucking hospital. This nigga don't care about us. I don't know what the Joker is doing. The opening scene, Batman, this nigga had us go in, blow up a bank, and then he had people come in and kill them, and then he came and killed them. We don't know, Batman. If you made it to us, Batman, it's over with. We don't have any valuable information. We don't have any information for you. Then this nigga Superman is just a regular nigga. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all see me like this, hey guys, I'm Clark Kent, and then I take these shits off, y'all better still be able to identify me. All I do is pick my hair out, y'all better still be able to identify me. Like, come on now. Come on now. And then you got some superheroes they know. Captain America, this nigga was in the military in the 40s or some shit. All this nigga did was put on a suit and got a fucking shield. Like, what? Let me see that shield real quick, nigga. Let me become Captain America. Fucking superheroes. Ain't one superhero saved the world. Ain't one superhero did something. It's like, damn, I can't even get a part 2 because I saved the world. You see what I'm saying? Superheroes. Them niggas as good as me. I go out there, I can save the world. No, it ain't no Marvel rant. I was just explaining my side because y'all tried to get on me for not watching Marvel movies. We back to Ozarks if y'all want to. What y'all want to talk about? But fucking Spider-Man. No, I like Black Panther. No, I like Black Panther though. No, I know about Captain America. I know when they did the research on him. I seen Winter Soldier and all that dumb shit. I seen all that goofy shit. Now, Disney, if y'all want to put me in, you know what I'm saying? If y'all need a nigga hero, let me know. Now I get in on that. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not knocking Disney. We gonna get that money, but you know that. You know what I'm saying? If y'all need a black man, I'll get rid of the beard. I'll do what y'all need me to do. If y'all need me to be the stereotypical black man, I grow the afro out. I go clean face. Yeah. Yeah. Straight like this. I come in there. Hey guys, I'd be the nerd. Y'all can make me the Black Hulk. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to. Y'all at Disney, holla at me. That rant was for why he who. That was for why he who. That ain't had nothing against y'all. See, I can do that because Sony owns Spider-Man, not Disney. So I can talk bad about them. I can talk bad about Spider-Man, but Marvel, holla at your boy. Disney, holla at your boy. Yeah. Disney, holla at your boy. Sony, send me another PlayStation 5. But you know, I can talk bad about Spider-Man because Disney don't own Spider-Man. Uh-oh. Damn, Mo knows a little bit more than y'all thought he did. Mozzie, the villains ain't gonna touch me in the movies. I am the villain. I am the villain. I am Thanos' son. Yeah. But only thing is, I ain't going out like that. Hey, man. Where my boy Damon at? He said, We Own the City is a good series. Yeah, that. So we go live on We Own This City on Tuesday nights. Yeah, We Own This City Tuesday nights. The recaps are up on Monday. Well, no, recaps up Tuesday morning. Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, we do We Own This City. I will have at least 2 characters for sure next week broken down for the real cases and how much time they actually got. Because we're going into part 3 on Monday. And there's only 3 episodes. Well, including Monday, there's 4 episodes left of We Own This City. So we'll have that. Y'all saying I'm hell. I'm with y'all, man. I'm with y'all. I'm with y'all. I can't believe how y'all be turning on me so quickly. I was standing up for myself against this why he hoop guy. Standing up for myself, man. I was just saying Spider-Man ain't saved nobody. But yeah, We Own This City. So We Own This City. I think Monday night I'm probably gonna go live for Winning Time, the Rise of the Lakers Dynasty, because that's gonna be what, episode 10. So we'll have that Monday and Tuesday. We'll be going live. Wednesday is typically a free night. I mean, we don't have that many shows. So Wednesday is not a free night. Wednesdays are my nights off. Thursday, I probably will go live, and then Friday we'll probably have another live. Really depends on what you guys want to talk about. Unless something big comes up, like what we just had for Dave Chappelle. That was what I'm saying. We did that on Wednesday. And I know Neek and Kendall said they'd be interested in me doing more like news of any movies that come out or something pertaining to actors. So I'll start having more content. Of course, saying my channel was built up off of Power. So with Power, you were seeing breakdowns of Power, recaps of Power. I would go more in depth to individual scenes, individual characters, any news, any exclusive photos. So that's what my channel is built on. So right now we're in that little gray area where there aren't too many shows out. So I gotta pretty much come up with content off the top of my head. Unless you guys send me something and want me to break it down. Yolanda, she hits me up on Instagram all the time. She sends me things. So if that's what y'all want to do, contact me or just write in one of the comments. But Yeah. You see that why he hoop? If you going to be negative, please leave. Mo hasn't done anything or said anything to you for you to come for him. That's my daughter, so I'm riding for Mo. You see that? I got somebody on my side. Yeah, everyone throw tomatoes at why he hoop. I don't even know why he a moderator. Nah, Demon. Hey, Damon. Damon, that's my boy. Why he hoop? So he just be talking trash, man. That's my dog for real, for real. So he just be talking trash. That's why I got on that rant. He knows I don't really watch like superhero stuff because we were talking about Doctor Strange last night. That's why he said that. And he likes to get Neek and Kendall riled up so they could go against me. So that's what he does. Yeah, but still, I like that. I'm about to pin that comment to the top. We pinning that comment to the top. Why he hoop? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, pin that message to the top. Come in here negative all you want to. Yeah, Trill. Yeah, Trill. We'll get Tate on your ass. Keep talking that shit, nigga. Had your ass like Spider-Man, ass whooped. Big L's. Oh, Kendall. Look at Kendall trying to say we never go against you. Nah, you and Neek, y'all be trying to team up. I gotta watch y'all. Yolanda, what's watch the movie? Oh, we do we are about to get to the old school night. So I'm trying to make me a new layout for it, and I'm trying to cut up this first video because I want our first movie night or old school show breakdown to be house party. So I'm trying to break it up to the point where saying YouTube won't hit us with that because I want to show some video and some audio of it. So let me edit that. We're gonna see how good I can get it. But we definitely gonna have that coming up though. Cause it ain't gonna hurt nobody. It's just dancing. Yeah. Oh, P Valley. Yeah, we got a whole month before P Valley, but as the information comes out for that, I'm gonna be doing videos. I'm gonna break down. I'm gonna do a who is of everybody just to give us a refresher. Of course, you got Mercedes, Haley, Uncle Cliff, Keisha. Well, not Keisha, Keyshawn. Of course, Diamond. We got Lil Nasty. Yeah, June 3rd. So I'm gonna do a who is for all of them so we can get, just get caught back up and refreshed on all of them. That should be a big one for the channel. We're gonna have lives on that June 3rd. 4th of July weekend though. So like July 1st to July 12th, I will be gone. So you might get recaps. I'm gonna try to get recaps. I don't know if I'm gonna do a live, but we're gonna get that together. YE Hoop, me and YE Hoop, and my brother and a couple of my homeboys. We're going to Portugal, like 4th of July weekend. So we're gonna be out there, big kicking it. Y'all gonna probably see YE Hoop on my YouTube, little shorts. You know what I'm saying? Show y'all my dog. We got new laws and regulations at the Pink. You know what I'm saying? We already know Uncle Clifford ain't allowed to go in the kitchen. He ain't making no more wings no more. He ain't allowed to do none of the cooking. You know what I'm saying? I'm in charge of the books. We about to get that thing right. You already know me and Mercedes, we got our little thing going on. She got to stay with me right now. She broke. Hey, even though Haley keep hitting me up talking about, am I gonna come down to the Pink, you know what I'm saying, to support her grand opening? I'm like, I don't really know about that, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be in there. That ain't my environment. Little Nasty, aka Little Murder, hitting me talking about, hey bro, is it cool if I perform? I'm like, I mean, you can come up here. You might be able to get on the mic, but we don't know if you have you perform and shit. But we're gonna see how that go. Yolanda, that is what it means. That is what P Valley means. But when I make the show, it's gonna be called Punching Valley because every episode, someone deserves to get their ass whooped in P Valley. What information we got on here? P Valley, the series, blah 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 blah. June 3rd. Collider. Let's see. 13 hours ago. P Valley season 2 release date. No. Cast trailer, everything you need to know. Well, we pretty much know. Time to dust off the old 8-inch heels. All right, ladies, I want us to be prepared for this. We want heels from the ladies. Gentlemen, we want y'all to bring hundreds for the live streams. You know what I'm saying? Donations. Donate to the ladies. Ladies, put your cash apps in there. Fellas, we're going to treat this thing just like the pink in the live stream. A $20 entry fee for men, and ladies, a one drink minimum. So that means $4.99. Let me see. They got anything interesting? Like many other shows, production been delayed over the past 2 years. Is returning after full 2 years. Season 1 premiere in 2020, similar to the first season. Audience can expect weekly episodes to air on Stars. First episode being released Friday, June 3rd. So that'll be on a Friday. Let me. Man, I hope this ain't showing my calendar. Dun, 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 dun. What the fuck? So June 3rd. Oh, okay. I see what they doing. The first day of LGBTQ and Pride Month, June. Okay, I see what y'all doing. So June 3rd is the premiere. So damn. All right, let me ask y'all something. Kendall, yeah, you gonna drink y'all top shelf that $4.99? Yeah, that E&J is gonna be sitting on the top shelf. It's gonna be on the top shelf. So, all right, let me ask y'all this. The first episode comes out Friday, June 3rd. So I'll probably have the recap. This is what I'm gonna do. So Friday, I'm gonna go. I hope y'all watch it early because Friday, June 3rd, I should be here if I'm not moving. I should be here. Friday, June 3rd, I'm gonna watch the episode, then I'm gonna go live and I'm just gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna go too much in detail, but I'll probably go live for like 30 minutes. Saturday, I'm gonna have a recap up. Would y'all want to go live Saturday night and talk about it? Or do you want to go live Sunday the 5th and talk about it where we can have like a full 3 hours, 2 or 3 hours, and I can have the slideshow and everything. So let me know which day you guys want me to go live. Saturday the 4th or Sunday the 5th? Because I'm thinking I'm probably gonna just go live on the 5th because that's gonna be what it's gonna be typically on weekly. Hey, Neek, you ain't making it past the door. You got that snowfall wig on. You come in here with that wig on. We taking that wig off and we using that to rub the pole down. That's what we doing with that damn Veronique wig. It ain't no hanging out. It ain't no getting on the stage with the Veronique wig. That wig is to wipe the pole down. We got the little alcohol spray that thing down, and then we use that damn wig. Well, it ain't no wig. I ain't rubbing down nail pole, but the ladies gonna use that wig and rub the pole down. But it ain't no, hey, security, you gotta definitely check that wig right there. Take that wig off her head and inspect that thing. The knife that the dude had to try to get Dave Chappelle could be in that nasty ass wig. It ain't coming in the pink. The P stands for pink, not for poor. You know what I'm saying? We are not allowing Veronique to come in here with that wig on. Veronique talking about I'm here for my close up. I said, shit, you go around the back. They taking the trash out around there. You're not coming in here with that wig on. You give the whole the whole series a 10 or just season 4 a 10. I gave Ozarks like season 4 like a 7.5, 8. Because it was a letdown compared to the first couple seasons. I mean, they didn't like drop the ball. It just didn't have the climax and excitement that I was expecting. Yeah, so Sunday the 5th, we will be going live for P Valley. You might have a little short live from me the night after the premiere. And then Saturday, you'll have the recap up. But we going in on P Valley this time. We going in. I'm talking about probably 2 or 3 breakdowns during the week. Of course, you got the recap, any news. Hopefully they dropping exclusive clips throughout the week like they did with Power. Excuse me. If they do that, I'm gonna break that down. Usually one of the first people with it. Miko, I'll be in Portugal for 4 days. 4 days. Big stepping. Let me see what the critics gave Ozark season 4. Rotten Tomato, 84, 85. Well, I mean, I gave it a 7.5, 8, 80, so that B range. Man, no, man. I don't want to enable ads. Ozarks hasn't. Man, I just turned that shit off. There we go. Ozark hasn't gotten out of Cleve just yet, but its mesmeric performances and taut suspense signal that the Byrde clan are as entertainingly resourceful as ever. Why would you use entertainingly? Just put they entertain. So they gave it an 84, 85. I said 7.5 out of 8, 7.5, 8. So, we around the same area. C-score details, all critics. That's what I want to be. I want to be a critic. They need to let me be like, I'm going to give them the honest truth. Rating 4.2 stars, 7.7 out of 10 from the top critics. The audience score was 85. So overall it was 84. That ain't bad. It's hard to get a show that's going to be a 90. I mean, like these shows, Certified Fresh, Reservation Dogs, The Chair, all of these are a little bit older. So older movies and TV shows typically get higher ratings than the newer ones because people are just, hey man, we seen it before. We expecting, higher stuff. He said, I'm ready for the fuckery today. Damn it, it's not playing with you. Oh yeah, that thing did have that ventilation back there. But check it out, man. What time is it? We about to hit 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? It was a fun little one for y'all. See, I gotta get me something to eat. It is a Friday. I didn't step out for Cinco de Mayo last night, so I might have to make up for it tonight. Arriba! Yeah, I might have to go step out tonight. Might have to step out tonight. We gonna see. Miko said, I'm mad that you came to Madrid and scooted on by. I just checked on Portugal. I might if I'm bored, me and a friend want to go. I mean, like, come on now. You gotta like I don't know you to like meet up with you or nothing. I mean, if you know what I'm saying, yeah, like you say I don't know what like all my followers. Oh man, shit, someone in Madrid, let me hit them up. Like the people I know in the UK or like I'm going to Portugal with, I know them. You know what I'm saying? When I went to Rome, I knew somebody out there, but I don't. What am I do, man? I can't. Hey, oh, I'm in Madrid. What's happening? Y'all not about to get me on one of these Netflix documentaries. Small YouTuber got kidnapped, meeting up with one of the people in the comment section. Then everybody was like, man, that nigga was stupid. Small YouTuber met up with random person in Madrid, a place they'd never been before, and they just randomly trusted them and ended up robbed. Not saying that's you, Miko, but I'm just saying that's how shit be happening. But Like I said, hit me up on Instagram, introduce yourself. We can get to know each other. And if we meet up, then hey, you know, this is where I'm at. But for the most part, I do worry, you know what I'm saying? I do be concerned about my safety, and like a lot of shit go through my head. So I'm in LA. We had a chat. We had a wild chat about me visiting out there. Oh man, shit. Look, I don't be remembering stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I don't put it in my calendar, or hey Alexa, what time is it? The time is 9:01 p.m. If she don't remind me, then I'm not gonna remember anything. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna go ahead and get out of here. I'm probably gonna go live Sunday. What is Sunday? Sunday will probably, I don't know. We're gonna see, because I got two Power Book. I got a Power Book 3 and a Power Book 2 video that I gotta make that'll probably drop this week. And I know will probably drop tomorrow and Sunday. I know I gotta do breakdown of at least 2 or 3 characters of We Own This City for next week. I'll probably go live Sunday. I'm pretty sure some ignorant shit's gonna happen between now and Sunday that we could definitely talk about, or any more shows we can actually go more in depth in them. But thank y'all for rocking out with me. I know it wasn't, you know, saying not many people watch Ozarks on my channel, so it wasn't a lot of us, but it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? As long as we can get on here, have a conversation, I love it. I'm MoedotJ. If you like the content on the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. This is a safe spot. You see, you come in here, we joke around, we all clown. I don't try to disrespect anybody, and most of the time, if I'm making a joke, it's about me and my real life. And you might get a rant out of me here or there. You might get a rant out of me, but we don't ask for donations here, but they are deeply appreciated. Cash App at the bottom of the screen, MoedotJ. Hit me up on Instagram if you have anything you want me to talk about. I respond to every single person. Sometimes your stuff might get sent to the request folder and it take like a day or two before I go in there and look, but I respond to everybody. If there's any articles you want me to break down or talk about, send them to me and I'll do that for you. So y'all be safe. Don't drink and drive. Enjoy your weekend. Oh, Miko, you're not no stalker. I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? When I get up and out, I'll be forgetting shit. So you got to hit me up. Hit me up on Instagram. Matter of fact, hit me up on Instagram again so I can remember what your page was. And but I got you. Y'all have a safe evening. Be good this weekend. Hope everybody enjoys it. Thanks for watching. I'm out. P Valley has Wanda from Snowfall. Can't wait. Oh, let her get up on that thing. I hope this is clean Wanda, though. I hope it ain't junky Wanda. But P Valley looked like it about to be cracking. But definitely, if you're new, hit the subscribe button, hit that like button before you get out. Go back, check out all my other shows. Ozarks, we got season 3, season 4, both parts on the channel. So, you know, I break them down thoroughly if you ever want to go back and watch them. Thank y'all. Good night.